Bob and Tom Show. Live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. I like to let them sing and let it breathe while they perform for us.
Like a good wine. Let it breathe.
Yes. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance Company News Desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
And bless you, by the way.
Yeah, I'm having an attack over here.
Oh, Jeff Oskay's over there.
Hey, buddy.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Josh Arnold, and there he is, Thomas Griswold.
Okay, thank you very much. And hello. Hope everyone is doing great. Got a stack of mail. A lot of interesting things happening in the world. We'll cover only the fun stuff.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's. So it's going to be a short show.
Oh, there's plenty of fun out there.
And
in here.
Yeah, I've got a letter that really kind of gets right to the essence of life.
Okay.
Which is what we like to do. This comes to us from a JS, we'll call him.
Jizz for sure.
I was hoping for a clean start, just John is his first name.
Oh, Johnny
okay.
Jizz.
Okay, that would be JJ, wouldn't it? Or
You don't have to call me JJ.
Especially if it means John.
yeah. Okay, where was I? Oh, he's referencing his father because we have Father's Day coming up, of course.
Oh yeah.
And we've been talking a lot about phrases perhaps your dad might say, in a moment of fatigue, and the wisdom just emerges. My dad was having a bad day. When he would have a bad day, he would say, "Son, some days you're going to be the bird, some days you're going to be the statue."
Oh.
Yeah.
And that is some wisdom. Hope you had a bird day yesterday as opposed to a statue day. Everybody okay? Everybody
I
have
had a great bird day yesterday.
You have a good bird day?
Good bird day.
A lot of birds yesterday.
Still have all your feeders?
Yeah, because they take them in at night now. Those raccoons got nothing on.
Someone wrote in yesterday. They said Christy zip tie them to the post, and that solved their problem.
Oh, okay.
So
Once again, Christie's bird feeders being attacked by...
Stolen.
Stolen. They're not just being attacked.
They're being taken down.
Taken.
Now, do you have to take them down to fill them with bird seed?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a problem with
so
that
if I
idea.
zip tie them, how am I going to fill them
Oh,
up?
no, man. I'm just telling you what the listeners...
Well, I appreciate it.
Work out the details, man.
Yeah, I didn't...
Take a wire cutter, and then the zip ties are cheap. You can
It's
buy.
okay. The birds sleep, so, they aren't missing anything.
Problem with feeding birds is now you have bird poop everywhere.
I have a lot of woods. It doesn't matter.
I don't have that trouble either.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't.
I don't have a bird feeder, and I got bird poop everywhere.
Well, maybe if you fed your birds, they wouldn't
Yeah.
poop there.
They're sending you a message.
Buy better food.
I see.
Revengeful crows.
Now, as for the raccoons, have you considered getting a nice pellet gun?
Well, I have not seen them. I just hear them. I think it's a bear, but
Yeah.
That would be great.
it sounds like a bear. It doesn't sound like raccoons. It's like huge.
Wait a second. Let me just find this story.
Scary.
Real quick to begin with a little news story. Authorities in Florida say a bear was found napping in the lobby of a condominium.
See? Wouldn't that be great?
This is in Naples.
Yeah.
My brothers live there. Naples police said officers responding to a report of a black bear taking a nap in the building's lobby was, wow, that's hilarious.
Well,
Unless you live there.
he's an upscale bear. He knows where to hang.
Well, let's see.
Nice couch, maybe some music playing,
Sure.
relaxing.
I hope it wasn't my brother's condo.
They might have like water with the lemons and the oranges in it.
Yes.
Cucumber water.
Yeah.
Let's see. Apparently, according to Florida law, it has squatters' rights. So I guess he's going to have
go.
to.
Do we have bears here? Check local listings.
Yeah, there are bears. I think there are bears in almost every state.
Really?
I think. I believe there are deer in every state, including Hawaii. Right? I see
deer are everywhere.
I see deer all the time.
Yeah, we have black bears. Not native, but they are native to our state.
Now, bears are very common in Florida, especially in Miami Beach during Pride Month, as you know, Josh. You get a lot of.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm considered a bear.
A few otters.
Yes.
Hey, don't call me Otter.
Don't call me Otter.
Don't call me Otter.
That sounds like a good song. We'd love to hear from you. You can email us, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. By the way, this letter from JS continues, and it says, I knew a man who would refer to an older woman's mommy parts as the Dusty Monkey.
Oh, careful.
Oh, that's
Enjoy your stew.
the welcome. I remember referencing what was the reference? A 3-day-old Big Mac in the refrigerator.
Oh, come on.
Hey, look,
Yikes.
I'm just doing what Jeff does. I'm just passing along the wisdom of various listeners out there. Jeff Oskey sitting in for Chick McGee, who is still on vacation in Aruba. Do we have any updates?
Yes, I think
Is there a new photo out there?
yesterday they were at the beach and he had seagull pictures.
Oh.
Yeah.
I saw he was the grand marshal in a parade yesterday.
Oh, did
which
you?
I thought was
Oh,
pretty awesome.
very
He was out there
social.
leading the way.
Yeah. I know they did the
marching
mural.
along.
They did the mural tour, which was big. Yeah. Mhm.
Oh,
They
God.
have a lot of murals in Aruba.
Yeah. And I'd be in a casket already being shipped home. Yeah, he didn't want to get sunburned. Just took himself out. Let's see now.
Was he in the parade or was he getting married?
Oh, we'll find out when he gets
Yeah,
back.
Who knows?
I know. They don't have that much alcohol in Aruba. Am I reading that correctly?
What?
Yeah. That's our guess.
That's
yeah.
what I said too.
Before we say it, maybe we should check if it's.
Yeah,
the
hold on.
actual
Double
name.
Well,
check.
Oskey knows him.
Yeah,
you
he's
know.
a very funny comedian,
Oh, cool.
Dyke Michaels.
His first name is
His first name is Dyke.
That is his birth
Like
given
Dick
name.
Van Dyke?
I'm sure he'll have something to say about it.
I'm sure he's not been teased about that.
Like his
whole
first
life.
10 minutes?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Oh yeah. Won't be getting a gig opening for a number of. Never mind. Let's just move forward here. We've been talking a little bit about the Three Stooges on the show because we had an interesting event happen the other day. The last living daughter of Curly Howard from the Three Stooges has passed away.
Yeah.
So we got talking about that. And not everyone is a Three Stooges fan. I know I certainly am. And just to give you a little taste of the Stooges, doesn't it make you feel good?
Yeah.
Nice symphonic. Oh, that's so nice. Ba, ba, ba. The Three Stooges, then it kicks in with a great horn section. I keep referencing the one episode where in which Curly is pretending to sing the opera
Yeah, that's great.
and how great it is. Yes, someone let me know. It's called Microphonies is the name of that episode. And it's just absolutely terrific. If you get a chance, I'm going to see if I can dig up some of the singing from that.
It would just be an opera song.
Yeah, but it's a real singer.
Yeah, I know. But the joke is that it's Curly in a dress.
Yes.
So on the radio, though, we would just hear a lady singing opera.
Okay, so the next time you do something that is visual at all, I'm asking people to use their imaginations.
Okay. All right.
Then we
I kind of thought it was this kind of morning.
It's going to be the.
We'll find out more.
By the way, it says remove bird feeders and feed where bears are active. So see,
Yeah.
could definitely be a bear. We don't know.
Black bear, right?
Yeah, black bear.
If it's black, don't look back. What's the
What is it?
saying?
Is that where you run?
No, fight back. You make up as much noise as you can.
Fight back.
I mean, don't run up to it and try to punch it. Just
No, wait,
make as much noise as you can.
Brown, lay down.
Yes.
These are the dumbest rules.
Yeah, they never,
I think they'll save your life.
if you can remember.
Yeah, that's the thing. Let's
there a
see.
grizzly slow
What if you get it
Let's see.
backwards?
White. What is it again?
Brown, lay down.
White, no fright. Grizzly.
White is good night
Yeah.
because you're dead.
Okay.
Good night, yeah.
What is it now? Brown, lie down. What is it?
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah, play dead.
And black.
Fight back, essentially, yeah. Make as much noise, make a racket.
Plaid get mad. You'll occasionally find a plaid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, those plaid bears,
Plaid
yeah. Especially
If they're wearing plaid, you got a chance. Get mad.
Smokey Bear wears plaid every now and again.
That's why I said that.
Okay. These are all very helpful. Now, I want to say I have one more letter here involving our friends at Java House.
I love them.
Perfect timing, actually, because this portion of the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by Java House. Got this from Ronald. He writes, I got my starter pack with cocoa. 60 pods total. Hot water, cold water, even no water. I shoot them straight. Ooh, That's interesting. So here's the what am I talking about? I guess I want to say that right now. I'm talking about Java House, the revolution in coffee. This could be for your office, for your house, for your traveling, whatever it is. Here we go. Here's one of the pods right here. It says amazingly smooth. I know this is radio. You can't see it, so I'll describe it. It looks like a Keurig thing, but you don't have to put it in a machine. It's just concentrated, in this case, cold brew, amazingly smooth Colombian medium roast, and you can pop this in to hot water or put it on ice, whatever you want to do. Now, Java House has the famous peel and pour pods that are revolutionizing coffee everywhere. And they also have, as I mentioned, hydration drinks, lattes, tea, which is what I'm drinking right now, energy drinks, and, of course, the famous hot cocoa. It's the perfect solution for your office break room. We have it here in the Bob and Tom studios and in our break room right next door. And we love it. So check it out. It's Java House. Now, the letter I have here, the special sample pack, find out all the details at javahouse.com. And also click on the Java House for Your Office tab and sign up for a free in-office demo. That's javahouse.com. Take a break from the office brewing contraption and check out Java House. Once again, it's not just coffee, tea, lattes, energy drinks, hydration drinks, and more, all from Java House, the official coffee and the official beverages of the Bob and Tom Show. Coming up in sports, getting ready for the NBA Finals. It's been a long season. It's going to be a lot of fun in the next couple of weeks. Also, coming up in the news, we have NFL news in the marriage department. We have Mackinac Bridge news. Plus, we have marijuana once again in the news a couple times, including with the famous Snoop Dogg and a world record that is going to touch your heart.
Oh.
I promise you. I'll just do a little singing right now. Reunited. Bum, 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 bum. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Break up with your brewer. Switch to Java House. Amazingly smooth barista quality cold brew in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. Effortlessly easy. Coffee, teas, hydration and energy drinks, hot cocoa and more. Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
More increase his salary if we're going to get him to do it right.
You're right.
Art, I know one of your favorite words is yes. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
You've heard and seen the Say Yes to Michigan commercials, I'm sure.
Yes.
Well, there's a billboard in Indiana. In fact, there are a lot of them. An Indiana billboard
Yes, there
company
is.
has launched a war between
Yes.
the states by
Yes.
erecting a billboard that says, "Shut up, Art."
Yes. Oh,
No, it says, "Say no to Michigan."
I see.
It says, "Say no to Michigan. Wander Indiana first." Michigan tourism officials are taking the slogan war in stride, but some Michigan residents are not amused. They've even complained to the Indiana Chamber of Commerce. Travel officials in Indiana say they have nothing to do with the billboard. On the other hand, they're not terribly upset about it either. Josephine Hickman, president of the Hoosier Outdoor Advertising Company, admits her billboard design pokes fun at Michigan, but she says there are Say Yes to Michigan signs posted all over northern Indiana, and Hoosiers' feelings are hurt.
Hey, we're a fun place. What can we say?
Elsewhere Elsewhere in the news, Governor Milliken has signed a major supplemental spending bill containing more than $260 million.
For JML News, I'm Art Bashir. No, you're Tom Griswold.
Thank you.
I'm glad I'm not. Smarties News is brought to you by Auto Glass Specialists in Gaylord, Cadillac, and Iron Mountain. For fast, professional Batoski, it's partly sunny, and 64. JML News time is 7:57.
Tuesday morning, everybody.
Well, Tom, one thing I want to say is, first of all, your dick is bigger than this microphone.
Well, is it my turn to talk? Because yours is smaller than this cigarette. So we'll just go from there.
Thank you.
Got to get some news, Art, so I have to cut short. I got to go in the air in 5 minutes here. Oh, Jackie O. Miss Universe swimsuit competition. Oh, I love her.
Suit?
Suit.
Right. Okay. We had fun on the air here today. Tom is from beautiful Cleveburg.
No, Shaker Heights, Ohio. Tom Griswold recently worked in Florida radio, also worked in Petoskey radio right across the way at McDonald Broadcasting. Had a great time and really learned my stuff there.
Thanks for the staff, Trish, by the way.
Hi to the folks in Daytona Beach. Get a sunburn from.
If you take a girl to dinner and she asks the maitre d' for a better table, she's never going to be satisfied with anything in her whole life.
That's one of the rules.
One of the rules in here.
That's one
Just
of
go
the
to the
rules.
bathroom and go right out the window.
Oh.
Leave your car, buy another one. It'll be cheaper.
Tom has one of those rules.
That's one of the rules in this book.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Watch the way that a date treats
A waiter.
a waiter or waitress,
or
because
waitstaff,
that's how
yes.
they'll treat you in 3 months.
Yep.
That's the rule of thumb.
Well, that's more about one of those people who you just can't please.
Okay, you have a song
I have
about
a little
that?
song about
Okay,
that.
all right. Go ahead.
Took her to Hawaii. The waterfalls made my hair frizzy. Went to Vegas too. The lights gave me a migraine. Then we went to Paris. I didn't like the fries. No one ruins love like you. Took her off to Rome. There were too many Italians. Had the finest pasta. I don't eat carbs. Saw the Sistine Chapel. That made my neck hurt. No one ruins love like you. The beaches of Tahiti. There was nowhere to pee-pee. Full moon up above. That was kind of creepy. The finest hotel. I thought it was seedy. We made passionate love. I couldn't see the TV. The pyramids of Egypt. That made my skin dry. The Taj Mahal, too. That was too drafty. The Leaning Tower of Pisa. I would sue the contractor. No one ruins love like you.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Christy Lee, Pat Godwin, Jeff Oskey having a morning dew.
Uh-oh.
That's right. You are down to 1 Mountain Dew a day?
Yeah, but yes, for the most part.
Okay.
Tom's going to give you the lecture now.
There's
We're going to hear the dentist story.
there's Ace Cosby.
I don't have any teeth left to fall
There you
out.
go.
So we're good.
There you go. There you go.
I know.
Josh, there's Tom.
I know a very good guy that can give you a nice set of dentures.
Great.
You wouldn't be the first pair that I bought.
I used to be a big Mountain Dew guy in my 20s. I haven't had one in probably 10 plus years.
Same here.
I'm trying to do 1 pop a day every once in a while. Like yesterday, I had 2.
Okay, yeah,
But
yeah.
for the most part, I'm down to like 1 a day.
Is it exclusively Mountain Dew, would you say?
Yeah, I have one when I get in the morning, and then I switch to sparkling water the rest of the day. But I was at like 10 Mountain Dews a day.
Yeah.
And so I'm pretty proud I got down to 1.
You should be.
go.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Do you ever drink the sugar-free Mountain Dew?
No. You ever smoke the cocaine-free crack? No. What's the point?
I will not give you the Mountain Dew lecture. Sure, it's very
You
tasty.
ever drink it?
kind of did.
I hate the taste of it.
Gotcha.
Always have.
Yeah, there are people out there that real.
I'm not a fan either.
Give me a Coke, the way God
I
intended.
like Coke Zero. I've become addicted to that.
They've really done a good job.
They got it down.
They do have it down, man. Oof.
Yeah.
There was a time when I would drink nothing but Coke instead of water.
Yeah, caffeine-free Coke. I remember.
Then I phased into that. Yeah, then caffeine-free Diet Coke.
Yeah.
I said, why not just have soda water, call it a day?
Yeah.
Good luck. I'm glad you're down to just the one.
I'm trying.
What is your new thing? You're very good about. Oh, it's salmon salad for 6 months, and then you change to something else. What is your new?
Lately, I've been skipping meals.
Oh, all right. There you go.
See, I haven't been eating all that much lately. That's a fair question. I don't know. I'm off sushi. Just don't. Suddenly, I can't stand it. I don't know.
Doesn't make any sense.
I know it doesn't, right?
I don't like it.
Well, that's just
You
like
used
that
to love it.
caffeine-free Diet Coke. You drink it every day, and then boom, done.
Yeah.
Currently, a little Java House tea.
Yeah. Okay.
That's about it. But my old staples, of course, grape nuts and cornflakes. And
Good fiber.
Once again, Kellogg's cornflakes.
Yeah.
I tried those organic ones and
No good? No sugar.
no,
right? Just
no
cornflakes, no sugar?
I may put some fake sugar on them.
Like some Splenda. Nice Splenda.
There you go. There you go.
You ever put cornflakes on your pork chops?
Like a crust?
Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea.
I know people that did it.
Maggie does a cornflake chicken.
Ah, okay.
That is
Ooh.
amazing.
Oh, that sounds
Does she bake
delightful.
it? That sounds
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, and it's got that nice crunch of the cornflakes.
Okay, now I'm getting hungry. Let's. I thought we would shake things up today by beginning the show with Today in History.
Shake it up.
And I have not looked at this, so I don't know if it's a particularly exciting day in history. Here we go. This is a good start. In 1800, President John Adams moved into a tavern.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Washington, D.C.
His wife would say, why don't you just live there?
If you're just going to hang out there all night, why just move in?
All right.
I mean, admittedly,
Marry the bartender.
that was my goal right after college. Is there a way I can actually live in a bar?
I would pay $50 to Pat Godwin is Mrs. Adams. And it's just a one-man.
A one-woman man show? Wait a minute.
Right.
A one-man woman show.
I'm Mr. President.
I could have married Washington, you know. I don't need this second best stuff.
Let's see. What else happened on this date in history? Oh, wow. There's a big skip here. By the way, do you think that you calling it a tavern makes
like
it
it.
a little classier than
Yes.
moving into a bar?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I remember when my son Sam was
very English.
My son Sam was born, and I wanted to name him Duke, and my mother said, "That sounds like he's a tavern owner."
I love that so much.
But that's Sam's underground name, though.
Is it, dude?
Yeah, Duke Samuels. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Public House is funny, too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I
the
know
old
it's
public
shortened
house.
to pub, but yeah. I was at the Public House.
I'm sure there's got to be a reason that John Adams moved into a bar. There must have been construction at his place. That might be the only way, ladies, if you're listening, the only way to get your husband to allow you to do that remodel job. Okay, look, we have to move into a bar for 6 months. Oh, wait a minute. This sounds reasonable. It says he was the first American president to move into the new capital city. When he arrived, the streets had yet to be paved, and major government buildings were under construction.
Gotcha.
I'll bet it smelled bad.
Oh, I bet, too. Yeah.
Horse poop everywhere. Now, we turn to 1956 in history. This is interesting. Rock and roll band in Santa Cruz, California.
What?
Hope they've lifted the band.
Yeah, me too.
That back in 56 when, it was the devil's music.
Yeah.
Okay. And speaking of the devil, the Rolling Stones began their first U.S. tour in this state in 1964. Wow. Think about that. That goes way back.
Yeah, it does.
And then in 65, the first American astronaut did a spacewalk. Anybody remember who it was?
I don't.
I do, but I'm not.
Go ahead.
White?
Very good. Ed White. How did you remember that?
Because it's written right here on my sheet.
Oh, you have a sheet?
You little devil.
In fact, I'm surprised you missed this one. You're going to hate me, Jeff. In 1888, the poem Casey at Bat by Ernest Lawrence was first published.
There is no joy in Mudville.
Yes.
Mighty Casey has struck
I
out.
had never heard Casey at the Bat till you brought it up.
That's what's wrong with American education.
Really?
That's one
You don't
of
think
the-
they're teaching it still?
Probably not.
His earlier poem, Casey at the Plantation, was not nearly as popular.
No, his. No.
I remember that. I think the first line, or one of the main lines is, "There was ease in Casey's manner as he walked up to the plate."
Oh, he was a confident man. I mean, he always hit home.
Yeah. It's a great poem.
Okay.
I don't have it in front of me, but
I know you love it. That's why
we were forced to read it out loud.
Forced?
Really?
Yeah. Forced, yeah. I didn't want to.
It's happy, it's fun, it's pleasant, it's about baseball.
I never read it. I don't recall.
Now, conversely, today's the birthday of Allen Ginsberg, the what do you call it, beat era poet.
Yeah.
Who cheated by never rhyming anything. Oh, that's great. Hey, you're too smart to rhyme. None of that rookie rhyming stuff. Oh, yeah, the best minds of my generation. His life didn't end real well. All that that man boy stuff. Lost a little popular. Ever hear about that?
No.
Yeah. The less you know, the better.
Okay.
On a much happier note, Ginsberg born in 1926. And a much happier note, Boots Randolph.
Oh, that is
born in this state in 1927. And Boots, of course, most famous for the absolute classic Yakety sax.
Oh, yeah. Benny Hill fans will know it.
Which has been adopted by many a comedian. Here we go, a little bit of... Bum, bum, bum.
I can't hear the song without picturing a bunch of scantily clad women running around real quick with an old guy chasing them.
With that little bald-headed guy.
Yeah.
Every now and again, Benny would stop just to slap him on the head.
Yeah. There's a certain, what's the word I'm looking for? Non-consensual component to the, what is the end game
Benny
there?
Hill.
I own them all.
Really?
Yes. I have a big-ass DVD collection.
You know the one with the arm and the wrist? It's a fake cat.
Yes.
And he's pitching every girl with his real hand.
Right.
Molesting 12 women.
No, enjoying himself. And they don't, they're fine.
They all go, woo.
Yeah.
But he's got a cast on. Fake arm.
Happy birthday, a news broadcaster, Anderson Cooper.
Wait, you missed one.
Who did I miss?
Turning 75 today, our famous Susie Quattro.
Oh.
Yes. 75.
Who's the dude singing with her?
He's good, though. I don't know his name. I just saw a live version of this with them. He's real good. No idea who he is.
Yeah. I have no idea how to fade this out. You got to listen to the whole thing.
Just stop it.
Just stop it.
Just there we go. There we go. Finger. That was her only hit, right?
I don't know. Ace was her only hit.
I heard something else.
Chris Norman is the guy.
Chris Norman.
Singing.
I think she did some covers.
Okay.
Okay. Well, 75, she's officially Susie Cinco. If not Sexto. What is next? I don't know.
Siete?
Who cares? I don't speak Spanish.
Oh, you.
I am protesting. Happy birthday.
I ask a question, I get an answer, and then I know who cares. I would have guessed the question asker cares.
Yeah.
You'd be wrong. No,
Why ask the question?
Chuck Barris. Who was
the Gong Show guy?
Yes, very awkward game show host.
Yeah.
He wrote the awful song by
Palisades Park?
Freddie Cannon, Palisades Park.
I love It's very insistent.
Yeah. And there's a weird movie about him where he said he was in the...
Well, he wrote his autobiography.
He's in the FBI, CIA.
He claims he was a CIA operative that whole time.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Oh, yeah.
Believe it?
Not a word of it.
Okay.
That's pretty much all the interesting stuff going on in history. So thank you very much. Unless you have more, Christy, you obviously have a different source than I do.
No, that's it. Really. Nadal is 39 today. He's a good tennis player. We should probably mention him. Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go.
Is he in the French Open?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know.
I don't care.
Yeah. This is the rest of this stuff's just too depressing.
Yeah, some of it was pretty depressing.
I met Chuck Barris. That was a
Did
fun
you
day.
really?
Yeah, when I was very young.
Did you do the Gong Show?
I auditioned for it.
Yeah?
In 77, I auditioned for it and my bit was Elvis as an old man. Elvis, I got the show, and then Elvis then died in August, and I auditioned in June.
Oh!
And met Chuck Barris, at the Old World Restaurant in Cahuenga Boulevard in California. And he was very nice. He had a Martin guitar hanging on the wall, and he couldn't have been nicer during your audition. And
very good.
So you got the show, but then...
And you were in high school?
I was in I was a year out of high school, and I put stuff on my hair to make it white, and I patted my gut, and I did.
So you looked like
I'm getting old. I'm all messed up.
And then he died on
He
you.
died. He said, that's very funny, and I didn't know how to play guitar. He said, learn how to play guitar, and so I did a couple chords, and came back in July, and then Elvis died.
Man. Yeah. And they were like, well, we can't do that.
Yeah.
Did you hear the famous story about the Hollywood guy poolside when he found out that Elvis died? The famous quote was, good career move.
Well, it certainly was.
You could have done Elvis
That
as
is
a goat.
so sad.
Cynical.
Yeah.
Business.
In the beginning, Elvis was great.
That was the same year that Bob Zaney did his.
Yeah.
We were about the same age, yeah.
Oh.
Well, can you play your Elvis song for? Why don't you play your Elvis tribute for us?
I think I did. What I actually did was this. Well, you know, Elvis is getting old now. This is Elvis's. This is what Elvis is going through now with all the focus on the
Can
food.
you turn the guitar down just a touch?
Oh,
will you?
bless my soul, what's wrong with me? I took so many pills that I can't even see. I hope I don't choke. I'm on throw up. I'm on drugs. I'm all messed up. Hey, something like that.
Oh,
I don't think I did the drugs thing though. That was in my act later.
He's all bound up.
Yeah, he
all
was.
bound up.
Yeah. What was it?
Getting old.
17 pounds of active
Eat your
fecal
fiber.
material.
See, he didn't eat his fiber.
Well, I think if there are certain things that slow down the digestive system, as we all know. Well, thank you. Maybe we can get another song out of you, Pat. And I have a little challenge for the audience. Pat is about to release his comedy special on the Dry Bar, and it needs a title.
Yeah, by like now. Yeah, and I have nothing.
If you have an idea for Pat's album title, now your album is called Hotel Pool.
Yeah, the special is Squeaky Clean. It's a lot of the songs from Hotel Pool and Steal My Identity and things like that. A lot of the bits.
What about Squeaky Clean?
I said Squeaky Clean, but I mean, I think that's been used a lot, maybe.
What about Clean and Sober?
Clean and Sober. That's a little
serious.
Since they don't talk, you're not even allowed to talk about alcohol on that particular special. Maybe not.
Oh.
You can't even say sober.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Whoa.
Well, and if anyone has any ideas,
Clean and Jerk.
I think I wouldn't go Clean and Jerk. What have you?
Self-deprecating.
Self-defecating.
Good clean fun.
Good clean fun.
It probably used a lot. Maybe just we'll come up with something. But maybe someone has a great idea out there. What's the matter?
We're just throwing things out there.
I know, and I think the most important thing when you do this is having a wastebasket nearby. That's the most creative enterprise. Is the most important tool.
It's just cute
tool
that you
is your
invited us all to
wastebasket.
take part, including the listeners, and we all know how this is going to work.
Yeah, you're going to pick it. So you might as well just tell
It's adorable when you pretend that democracy exists.
Poor Chrissy's just trying to play along.
As you know, I am a firm non-believer in democracy.
Yeah, we know.
I think big mistake. Right now, I want to let you know about Chick McGee did something. He brought to my attention Simply Safe. He came in here one Monday morning and said, you know what I did over the weekend? I installed a great security system at my house. I did it myself. Took less than an hour. Well, Simply Safe isn't just about simple installation. Simply Safe is about just the sort of the simple idea that great security doesn't have to be very complicated. Cameras here, alarms there, you pick them. And if you don't want to install it yourself, they can set you up with someone that can do it for you. And Simply Safe has all kinds of options, cameras and something called Active Guard Outdoor Protection that actually uses AI-powered cameras with incredible technology that'll monitor the surroundings of your place and let you know if anybody's lurking around out there, and can even make announcements to them going, hey, we're right here, we know you're coming, and deter crimes, et cetera, et cetera. So find out what I'm talking about. Visit simplysafetom.com. Find out about all the things you can do to help you keep your property secure. If somebody's lurking, agents can actually, like I said, say hello and goodbye, and the police are coming, et cetera, et cetera. By the way, Simply Safe voted the best home security system of the year 2025 by CNET already. So that just shows you something. 4 million plus Americans trust Simply Safe. Ranked #1 in customer service by Newsweek and USA Today. Monitoring plans start at just about $1 a day. And by the way, there's also a 60-day money-back guarantee from SimpliSafe. So give it a shot. Try it out. And by the way, if you go to simplysafetom.com today, you can claim 50% off a new system with a professional monitoring plan. Also, get your first month for free. Got that? simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like SimpliSafe. Visit them at simplysafetom.com. Coming up, some sporting news. We have a wedding in the NFL. We have, is Grandpa smoking too much pot? We'll find out. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Like every other comedian ever, I too have recently broken up with my girlfriend.
So you had to let her go from the van.
I unchained her from the radiator.
Well, I guess that's over.
I broke up my last girlfriend. I broke up via voicemail. Is that
really?
tacky?
That is kind of tacky.
Well, hear me out.
All right.
I didn't leave a message on her voicemail.
Oh.
I left it on the outgoing message on my voicemail.
All right.
Hi, this is Brendan.
Exactly.
Leave a message
It's less
unless you're
confrontational. If this is Susan, it's over.
All right.
Hit the bricks, Ugga-Mug.
But anybody else just leave your message?
Yeah, anybody else leave a message.
Don't forget your number. Did you start with your message? Your message is important to me.
Unless it's Susan.
Did you say hit the bricks, Ugga-Mug?
Yeah, I called her Ugga-Mug. She's ugly. I was dating an ugly girl.
Well, somebody has to.
She was hard on the eyes.
Wow.
Ugga-Mug.
Ugga-Mug.
Yeah. I think I'm going to start calling you that. That'll be like my little pet name for you, Christy. Ugga-Mug.
Am I hard on
that's
the
not
eyes?
appropriate.
No, certainly not. I just think it's cute. Ugga-Mug.
Well, you could be mean to ugly girls because they don't have feelings. I saw that on the Discovery Channel.
That's what you were told, right?
Well, there you go.
I discovered that.
Hey, by the way, we have something for the quotes page. Nicely done. Usually you don't make the quotes page in the first 10 minutes, but you just did.
She bought rocks one time from Pier 1 Imports. She bought a basket of rocks.
No kidding.
To decorate her coffee table with. Well, they had like words chiseled into them.
Oh, okay.
That's
They
weird.
said like joy and happiness and friendship. So like one night I just took a handful of those rocks and I drove around my neighborhood chucking them through people's windows.
Joy.
Like, here comes happiness. We were driving to the mall one time so she could buy some dumb stuff. And there was a car in front of us, and it had a bumper sticker that said, "My boss is a Jewish carpenter" on it. And she was all like, "My boss is a Jewish carpenter? What's that mean?" And I was like, think about it. Who's the most famous Jewish carpenter you can think of?
Right.
And I swear to God, she went, "I don't know, Geppetto." That totally happened for real in real life.
I met her at the cart corral, but I hardly ever see her now. Got wrapped up in sin when she helped me push it in. Set my heart on fire through chrome-plated wire. Right there at the cart corral. My cart was full of meat and that San Francisco treat. Chunky soup eats like a meal with a dash of squeaky wheel. Rogaine so I won't get bald. 4 bags of Epsom salt. 2 cartons of Pall Mall. And a copy of Walking Tall. That Buford parcel was something else.
Yeah.
Her cart was hunkered down with red bullet crown. Baby seat full of bread. Knock seen before her head. The whole parking lot could see just what she meant to me. 2 liter of Mountain Dew and some tomatoes for making stew. Paige and Stu Pedazza. I met her at the cart corral, but I hardly ever see her now. Got wrapped up in sin when she helped me push it in. It's a parking lot oasis in all them empty spaces right there at the cart corral. What I like is the parking's free and you don't have to pay for it. Our carts roll toward the street about lost half my meat. We kindly hit head on. She was talking on her phone. Everybody stopped and stared when her wings flew in the air. So much for making toast. That string on my pot roast. They give you enough to tie your shoes with. Don't chop that much at all. On account of my cholesterol. Clean up on aisle 2 because my heart just spilled the truth. Kotex value pack and Jemima owed her back. So set in her ways that I'll see her in 30 days. Get it?
Get it.
I met her at the cart corral, but I hardly never see her now. Got wrapped up in sin when she helped me push it in. I'll probably kick a shine if she will be mine. Right there at the cart corral. Hop the wheelie in my pants. Right there at the cart corral. Kindly did a little dance. Clip and save a place for me. Good night.
For Thursday, it'll be awesome.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy, Pat, Jeff Oskay's here. There's Ace Cosby. I'm Josh, and there's Tom.
Thank you very much, Josh.
You're welcome.
Coming up in the news, a couple of my favorite things.
What are those?
Mackinac Bridge news.
Oh, God. Michigan.
Is it good news?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of fun news. We have a bizarre story involving the movie Star Wars and the CIA.
Oh.
That's really, really odd. And then I think possibly the worst nightmare one can have.
Oh, no.
Involving using a portable toilet in a public place. The worst case scenario. There's a lot of bad things you can have that can happen.
Sure.
This
is bad.
This may top them all. But we'll begin by shifting gears and discussing the sporting scene. Jeff Oskay sitting in for a chick. Oh, yeah, I got a couple. Do you have one? You go ahead.
Well, of course, this is all about me. Big thank you to Christy. This is from Nelson for the Merlin app suggestion. I am now able to ID around 10 bird species by sound alone.
What is this again?
He said, clearly interested.
Cornell University has a app that you can download onto your phone, and it will identify birds just by the sound. You record the sound, and then you play it in the app, and it tells you what bird it is.
Oh, do they have one I can use on my car, like a Rorschach thing, telling me which bird is crapping all over my white car every day?
And speaking of that, I guess you can eat Canada geese.
Oh.
We had a couple of people here. This is from Peggy and Steve. Hi, guys. Yes, you can eat Canada geese. There's a hunting season here in Canada, but it should be year-round. Love your show. This is from Tom in Clear Lake, Iowa. Yes, you can eat Canada geese. When I was younger, we would hunt them every fall in Iowa. The meat is very lean and tasty when prepared correctly.
How about that?
They would hunt them?
Yeah.
Aren't they protected here?
They
They're
shouldn't
protected
be.
in some states, I
They
guess.
shouldn't
I don't
be.
know.
They're annoying and they poop everywhere.
I think they're so funny.
You can put a goose in the oven, cook the breasts in a crock pot, or skewer them with some veggies on the grill. There you go.
You can eat Canadian geese and you can drink Canada Dry. Hello.
And apparently they're not Canadian geese, they're Canada geese.
Canada geese.
We had multiple people write in yesterday saying they make great jerky.
Really?
Yeah, I guess goose jerky's a thing.
Good. We'll make more of it so we can get rid of
Thank
it.
you, Tom. There you go.
Sick of them. Now, for some reason, washing baseball caps has become a big topic. And Kevin writes, throw your ball cap in the washing machine with all your other clothes. Don't put it in the dryer. That's exactly what I would do. And he puts it on a hat rack mold. I've had the same one for 20 years, keeps them from shrinking. I just hang them off with a clothespin. Just throw them in. Just if you put them in the dryer, though, the fabric around the brim will shrink and pop through. So.
Yeah, but that's cool now to have that.
Yeah, I
grip
kind of like
on the
that
front.
frayed brim.
Yeah.
Well, I got one in my office that I mistakenly put in the dryer. Thank you very much for the tip, Kevin. And yeah, you got to wash these things because they start to stink, especially in the summer.
Yeah, I'm not.
Sweaty.
I have so many hats, I just get rid of it. It's not.
You throw them away?
Yeah, of course. If one gets crazy,
you have
old.
disposable
Yeah, I do
hat
too.
money?
I mean, you
many
get
hats
you get a
you
free
have?
hat
We get
just for
given a hat.
walking outside.
Boy, the trucker hats are really popular right now, especially
Yeah.
with the
I always
ladies.
like them.
Yeah.
I like a lady in a trucker hat.
Do you?
Yeah, when they pull the ponytail through the little back thing.
Oh, that is
Okay.
very nice.
That is cute.
Hello, boys.
Hi.
I heard you guys talk about the song Locomotive Breath. I was not familiar with it. It's amazing.
Oh, good. Glad you like it.
Yeah, we were talking about this movie idea we have that involves the guy driving along the highway. It turns out he's naked, but you don't know that in the beginning. You just see his hat drying on his shorts drying on the rearview mirror as he cruises down the highway after swimming in a granite pit. It's just awesome. Locomotive Breath by Jethro Tull. Highly recommended record. If you're not familiar with it, Aqualung is really something. And Ian Anderson plays a mean flute.
Yeah.
We were also, who was complaining about the recorder? Was that you?
Me? No, I wasn't complaining. I just wondered who had the recorder market because it seems like that's
the first
forced to
instrument.
play
Yeah.
a recorder.
Yeah, but
in
it's
third
great. It's
grade.
great. It's an inexpensive instrument. It's relatively simple to play, and you can learn music basics. So.
Somebody's making a hell of a lot of money. That's
I
all
don't.
I'm saying.
Recorders are really inexpensive.
Well, it doesn't matter if you sell 80 billion of them. a year.
Exactly.
Anyway, okay, listen, why don't you go to the Soviet Union if that will involve a time machine? The point is, these commies.
Okay.
The point is these commies.
You couldn't afford a recorder. Let's see now. Hello, Tom. I sit on top of this mountain in the dark, logging trees for your next child's house. Oh, well, that's nice. This guy's working in the logging industry somewhere in the pines of Oregon. Be careful out there, Brandon.
Yeah.
That is some scary, dangerous, and important work.
Yeah, it's Sasquatch country.
Another song, Driving Naked. I recommend Deep Purple, Smoke on the Water. Thank you, Curtis, with a K.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah, that's
a great song.
That's
That whole album is just Deep Purple's
absolute go-to. Once again, the episode of The Three Stooges that I love so much with Curly Foe singing is Microphonies. One of the last ones Curly was in, singing The Voice of Spring. Great gag. I'm going to try to see if we can find some of that for you. And here's an odd one.
Will not play.
This is from Sue. My mother had some weird sayings when I was a kid. If she passed gas in front of the kid, she'd say, "There's a kiss for you."
Ooh.
Gross.
Yeah.
This gets worse. If one of us farted, she'd say, "Your voice has changed, but your breath still smells the same."
Oh, I like that, yeah.
This is her mother?
Yeah. This is from Sue.
Oh, Sue, I'm
boy.
so sorry.
Different strokes for different folks.
I have a letter here. We were talking about Percy yesterday, the Thomas the Tank.
Oh, yeah,
the train
yeah.
engine. It says, "Hey, Jeff, some years ago, a guest told a story about his young son's love for Percy. The train turned out they both have a lot of love for Percy. It's a regular bit on Bob and Tom 24/7. Thanks for being a part of the show. I roll emoji. Geez. Maybe you could do a special episode of things you forgot to remember.
Oh, man.
Thanks, Greg from El Dorado Hills, California. You jerk. Apparently, we have a bit about that I didn't know about.
Oh.
You were relating a story that happened to you. It's okay. Yeah.
Parallel thinking.
But at least he wrote in.
Okay. I don't remember the Percy bit. What is it again?
Neither do I. Apparently, a comedian talks about his son's love of Percy, and he loves Percy as well.
From Thomas the Tank Engine, but when a young kid pronounces Percy.
It sounds like
The R gets lost.
Yes.
Oh, sure.
Whoever wrote that into the episode is a big jerk.
Okay, thank you. I'm fully unaware of that. I'm sorry you read the letter. Okay. Coming up, we have comedian Dyke Michaels. Actually, his name. You know Dyke.
Yeah, good guy.
Okay, good. Well, I'm looking forward to Mr. Dyke.
Funny dude.
And we'll get a song out of Mr. Godwin.
Forward to Mr. Dyke.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
The sheepskin that you
Let's
used?
not talk about the sheep.
Okay.
Brings up some really sad memories.
Okay. Well, no, I know you've got
It's tough when you name them.
It's
an
a tough
original
breakup.
song.
Yep.
This is an original song from the Electric Amish. Can you guys favor us with a tune?
Yeah, we play all originals because, of course, we're not even allowed to listen to the radio, so I don't even know what you guys hear.
Yeah, that's true. Well, go ahead, but I'd love to hear it.
Well, all right. This is a little song goes a little something like this. It kind of tells you who we are.
Oh.
Carl, would you look at Barry back there? He's playing those drums like a crazy Mennonite.
Yeah, for that he will surely burn in hell.
Out in the field for 40 days. Plowing and planting, break easy hay. My mule has rose, pulling the plow. I bought him from Carl for some eggs and a cow. I work all day out in the sun. Oh, but after some meals, we start having some fun. I say, come on, Greta, lights and lamps. We're making lots of noise, but we don't got no amps. We are an Amish band. We are an Amish band. We let you build a barn. We just don't give a darn. We are an Amish band. The women folk up in Napanee are working their churns for Graver, Barry, and me. Sweet butter, rice baked pies. Some of their cider about to make me high. Now these young maidens, they had a band. They was out to meet us boys in the band. They said, the parson's gone, now's our chance. And we proceeded to have a big square dance. We are an Amish band. We are an Amish band. We'll stay all night and play, but first we all must pray. We are an Amish band. Give it up for Graver. Oh, merciful God, please let the rest of this solo really jam. We are an Amish band. We are an Amish band. Attaboy, Graver. We let you build a barn. We just don't give a darn. We are an Amish band. We are an Amish band. Yeah, yeah. We are an Amish band. Yeah, yeah. We are an Amish band. Yeah, yeah.
Yay! The Electric Amish, ladies and gentlemen.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, hi. We're hanging out with comedian Ron Ramey. Chick McGee doing double duty. Chickster, anything else?
What's the most dangerous thing about starting a new relationship with a girl, fellas? That's right. What kind of pet does she have?
I was going to say finding out she's a psycho.
And what does it mean about her?
Maybe depending on the kind of pet, you can tell she's a psycho right away.
This is from holytaco.com. If she has a big dog, what she thinks it says about her. I'm not like those other girls with their tiny yappy dogs. I'm a strong, confident, independent woman who's making it in a man's world.
I see.
What it really says.
I love big dogs, though.
What it really says about her is a big dog says, I want a boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. Really? What the pet is thinking is, please stop using me as a body pillow and grinding on me in the middle of the night.
You took a perfectly good story.
There's no grinding.
No grinding?
A small dog.
Okay.
What she thinks it says, I'm not just adorable. I'm really adorable. I'm so adorable that I have a living accessory. All the cool people are doing it. I'm just like a famous celebrity. What it really says, I want to be exactly like Paris. So if you're looking for a stupid, annoying, talentless woman like Paris Hilton with a little dog, I'm your girl.
Really?
Well, maybe it says, I like a little dog.
What does the pet think?
What the pet thinks is, if that purse she carries me in is full of used condoms again today, I'm going to bite her.
I miss my ex-wife.
This is a mean website.
Here's a cat. What if she owns a cat? What she thinks it says, I'm responsible enough to care for another living creature, but I don't want to have to pay a lot of attention to it. That's why I have an animal that I could potentially leave alone for a few days, and it would be just fine. What it really says, having a cat, I don't like having guys spend the night at my house, so I adopted one of nature's ninjas to scare off any non-regular visitors using a razor-sharp pounce attack in the middle of the night.
Ouch.
What the cat is thinking, come on, dude, that I'm not familiar with, show me something dangly. I dare you. What she thinks it says, owning a fish. Fish tanks are sexy. I know this is just a small bowl, but it still oozes sex. This fish depends on me, and if it lives past the first day, people are going to know that I'm responsible enough to take care of another life. What it really says, one time I had sex with a biker in the parking lot of a county fair, and he spent $26 winning me this goldfish to remember him by. I forget his name, but I call the fish Nemo.
Okay.
What the pet is thinking, that whore hasn't fed me in 6 days. My water looks and smells like a sewer. And finally, a parrot, what she thinks it says, I enjoy having a pet that's interesting and intelligent. I am an exotic person, so I have a pet that reflects my personality. What it really says, if you own a parrot and you're a girl,
baby's installed.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance Company News Desk.
Hey.
Pat Godwin over there. Hello. There's Jeff Oskey.
Hey, buddy.
Ace Cosby's there.
Howdy.
I'm Josh Arnold. And Tom, heck of a day so far.
Working on something.
Oh.
Pat Godwin has recorded a comedy special. It's on the dry bar circuit, if you will. It'll be coming out soon, but it needs a title. And Pat's most recent album was called Hotel Pool. The album before that was called...
Way Back When. Forget my own. We had Christmas Bonus, and we had Under the Bed.
How about Way Back Now?
Way Back Now. Yeah, the material.
How about Try It, You'll Like It?
Try It, You'll Like It.
How about Godwin the Wind?
How about
nope, that
in Godwin Trust?
Oh, I like that.
There we go.
They're not going to use that.
What about Guitar Act?
You know what? I had thought about doing that and just laying it out there and doing guitar.
Yeah, I like it.
What do you think about that?
I like that too.
How about Six Strings, No Waiting?
How about Songs in the Key of Laugh?
Boo. If you don't do it.
No.
That is so bad.
Nobody
it's
would know
good.
that you were being ironic.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
They would hate it.
And maybe do blackface on the cover like you're Stevie Wonder. That'll get you canceled.
What?
Might get you canceled for saying it on the radio.
For God's sake, I'm kidding.
I know you. I don't care.
No one, they call it no one can take a joke anymore.
Guitar act. I like it. What do you think?
I like Guitar Act.
It's like laying it all out there.
Maybe do something that stresses the irony of like hacky.
Well,
Don't do
Second time you've said that in 2 weeks. My feelings are hurt.
No, it's all original stuff.
Yeah.
What about pat on the back?
Pat on the back.
Pat on the guitar.
I'm Patty G. Patty G. Well, I got nothing. So
I'm Patty G. What's wrong with that?
maybe not. I don't know.
Are you doing that song?
Wait a minute. Doesn't that open up the show?
No, absolutely
you
not.
can't use that
Okay, never mind.
Thanks to folk. Gosh,
I'm Patty G. He's
I
Patty
had the word hell in a song, and I couldn't use it.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, well, so it's clean. We'll work on something. We'll come up with something. In the meantime, we'll check in with the sporting scene. Jeff Oskey sitting in for Chick McGee, who's in Aruba.
That's right. Enjoying the sun.
He's
and the
going to
sand.
be just so tan when he gets back.
Yes, he does tan right
yes,
up.
he does.
Christy, did you see this? Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen and actress Haley Steinfeld tied the knot over the weekend.
I did see this.
The couple's wedding took place in Southern California despite the pending nuptials. Mr. Allen was present for the start of the Bills' voluntary series of spring practices, which opened on Tuesday.
Yeah, my girls are big Josh Allen fans, so that was a big news in our house.
I don't know who Haley Steinfeld is.
Yeah, you would know her probably if you
She was
saw
in
her.
Bumblebee. She was
Yeah.
the young girl in True Grit. She's in a great movie called The Edge of 17, which is one of the best
that is a
teen.
great movie.
I feel like celebrities shouldn't be allowed to marry other celebrities.
Why?
Like, you should have to, take a poor like me and lift me up. Like, they're already doing good. You don't need to marry someone else doing good. Like,
Double
find someone
millionaires.
not doing good and bring
So
them
what
up
celebrity
with you.
would you marry?
Tom Brady's ex-wife?
I thought you were going to say Tom Brady. I was like, maybe.
It pays well.
Probably Juliette Lewis.
Oh, okay.
She looks a little crazy.
Yeah, that's right, up my alley.
Yeah.
I like a little crazy.
Like her to suck on that thumb.
That's a Cape
That's
Fear
Cape Fear
reference.
reference, yeah.
Remember in
Boy,
Cape
that
Fear.
scared me.
Me too.
Oh, look at what we have.
Stupid world record.
By the way, it's interesting because Josh Allen, he married
Haley?
what is it, Haley Seinfeld?
Seinfeld with
Oh,
a T.
no relation to Jerry?
No.
Okay. Well, she has a ring. Got that going.
Yeah.
I heard Mahomes came in at the last minute and tried to steal her away.
Yeah, no luck.
No.
David Rush and his buddy Jonathan Hannon have teamed up once again to achieve another Guinness World Record title.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Hollywood Hannon back together with David Rush.
The pair broke the record for the most behind-the-back baseball catches in 1 minute with 39, shattering the previous record of 30.
It's great.
Mr. Hannon has moved to Michigan, but he returned to Idaho for a visit.
Wow.
Yeah, the pair have broken over 30 Guinness World Record titles together.
You guys don't think this is great news? They got back together?
I always like when buddies get back together, sure.
And it's interesting because they're, I don't know, they're like 30 feet apart or whatever. And David Rush is the one throwing the, here we go. Here's a little video of it. Hollywood Hannon is the one catching him behind his back. So the trick to this is
fascinating.
David Rush is.
I feel like me and Josh could break this.
Baseball players do that all
This
the
is
time.
tougher than it looks.
Yeah, this is hard. And Hollywood Hannon, it's awesome. He's catching him and then heaving him.
Really fit that Hollywood Hannon.
Yeah. This is important. These
There
two
are
guys
fours of people watching.
Yeah.
They're drawing
whole
quite a
neighborhood came out.
crowd. My audience.
But
That old guy leaning against the tree.
Hey,
There's no one around.
For miles.
Well, good for them.
it's a nice neighborhood. There's no traffic.
It does look like a cool neighborhood.
It's not in England.
No?
No. It's good to hear that Rush
Yes.
is back on.
David Rush has been doing all those
American
records
soil?
back in
His
the
wife
UK.
let him back in the house.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily.
Yeah,
Maybe he just came over to say hi to the dog. I think it's great that Hollywood Hannon is back with it's like
old friends.
It's like when Reggie said hey to Rick Smits before Game 6. You know, you
Right.
get to see the team back together again.
So Hollywood Hannon's doing his own records on his own now, right? Is that
I don't know.
correct?
We have received a letter. We have got received a letter from him, and we want to get him in here.
Okay.
See, that's ripped. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
he was. He was
you
ripped.
guys, maybe you guys could figure out a record you could do with Hollywood Hannon.
Oh,
that'd be great.
Oh. Hmm.
Now, you remember, David Rush is an expert juggler. So in this particular stunt, the key to this is that he's throwing the ball in exactly the right place every time.
They got to figure it out there.
You're looking at me like I'm an idiot.
Well, there's zero juggling to that. It's just throwing a ball in a specific place.
You'll recall in the essence of juggling is the throwing.
Okay. In more sporting news, the Kentucky Derby
It's
runner-up
unbelievable.
and Preakness winner, Journalism, has opened as 8-5 favorite in the Belmont Stakes to close out the Triple Crown. Derby winner Sovereignty was set as the second choice at odds of 2-1 on Monday. Journalism drew the number 7 post in the field of 8 horses for the second Belmont. And upstate New York, Sovereignty will leave the starting gate from post number 2.
Why would they even mention the Triple Crown? It's impossible.
Right. They can't. Nobody can win the Triple
Right.
Crown
What
because
was the
Sovereignty
reason?
didn't run it.
What was the reason you didn't run?
I don't know why he didn't.
Don't they give an
run.
enormous bonus if you win all 3?
Well, yeah, but if you
winning
can't.
the Triple Crown is.
Journalism was who I picked for the Derby, too. Darn it.
I just thought it was nice for journalism to get a break.
Yeah.
These days, you see, most of the journalists are getting fired.
So Journalism won Preakness, and now he's favored for Belmont. Is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
He is favored 8-5 in the Belmont Stakes. But yeah, I forgot that doesn't even.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Still cool, though. I love that stuff.
We love horse racing. It's very cool.
And that's sports, Christy.
What?
Well, give us the teaser, Christy. What do you have coming up?
Coming up, we have Porta Potty in the news. How would you feel about no internet in the world?
I think it has its pluses and minuses.
Well, we're going to talk about that. A lot of cannabis news, including a very interesting story from our buddy Snoop Dogg, who is turning roaches into art. We'll talk about it.
I think he's
not
turning
the
roaches into money. Is what he's doing. If you see this, see this art, it is awful. It is. Absolutely not interesting, and I would just as soon have him sign one of his turds as to have one of these framed pieces.
There are certain folks who will enjoy this.
Okay. Good luck.
How much artwork do you have in your home? Do you have a lot of artwork?
Yeah.
Like real art?
I don't have. Plastic dipped roaches.
Well, no, I mean,
framed, signed
do
by
you go
Snoop
to
Dogg.
like auctions and buy original pieces of art?
No, but
don't you have one of the biggest Thomas Kincaid collections in the Midwest?
He loves the light.
Wouldn't that be great to find out that he?
I don't dislike that Thomas Kincaid stuff.
Josh.
How do you paint light like that? Yeah. It's amazing. That looks like a damn lightning bolt.
Okay. I didn't realize you were an 83-year-old grandmother.
No, well, I'm forgetting the guy. Who's the guy that had the fro and the real quiet voice? Bob Ross. I guess those things go for serious money.
Yes.
Original Bob Ross paintings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's not bad. It looks like a mountain with trees. I mean, I can't do it.
They're very quiet.
You probably could do it, though.
Well, he always claims you could.
If you watched one of them.
Yeah.
There's a great movie about, I think it's called Tim's Vermeer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure.
That is a good movie.
And it's the guy, it's the magician. What's his name? Penn and Teller. It's Teller. And it's the whole story about Vermeer. I can't describe it and make it interesting, but it's fascinating. This guy who doesn't paint at all, and all of a sudden, through this bizarre technique, is able to make this beautiful painting. It's a great movie. Right now, I want to remind you that our friends from Silac say hello, because they know that years from now, when it's time for you to retire, it'll sure be nice to have a steady paycheck coming in, even though you're not working anymore. That's what annuities are all about. And the experts in annuities, of course, the Silac Insurance Company. Now, you know, lately the stock market's been way up and way down and way down and way down and up again and then down. Very confusing. And you want to counter what they call market volatility and know that you're going to have a steady check no matter what's going on out there on Wall Street. And with an annuity, you don't have to worry about what's happening out there because they're going to take care of it for you on a steady basis. And it's something interesting about it is that you can't outlive your money. So see what a Silac annuity can do for you. There are some restrictions. See if they apply to you. Learn more about the whole deal by going to SilacINS.com. And there's a really easy way to just get some information. You take your phone and you call pound 250. You hit that hashtag, whatever you call it, pound sign, pound 250, and just say out loud, lifetime income. That's pound 250, lifetime income, and find out information about having a paycheck that'll keep coming. You'll be able to sleep better tomorrow knowing that many tomorrows down the road, you're going to have a steady income. That's what annuities are all about. And the experts, of course, the Silac Insurance Company. Plan on it, live on it. Coming up, we have interesting news from one of the most beautiful structures in the world, the Mackinac Bridge. We have possibly the worst thing that could ever happen to you if you were sitting on a portable toilet.
Yeah.
Whatever you think it is, this is worse. So I'm just delighted. Coming up also, comedian Dyke Michaels. That's his name. Don't send me hate mail. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Alex and Christian are both great competitors. That doesn't always translate to a smooth workplace.
Hydrate, hydrate.
Boom. Productivity around here? Not smooth. Excuse me 1 second, guys. That's it. One of you get me a coffee.
Want a barista quality coffee fast? With Java House, you just peel, pour, and enjoy. No complicated brewer needed. Amazingly smooth. Not smooth.
I am going to exit the studio with the Whiz-O-Meter. And we have the crew standing by. Chick, are you going to come and follow me?
Yes.
Okay.
This would be wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to explain what the Whiz-O-Meter is, Christy?
Yes, it's a small device that you hook to a urinal, and men, of course, urinate into the device, and it reads out a velocity, I guess, would be the correct term. It's like
Are you there, Tom? Can you hear us now?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, we hear you loud and clear.
Can you hear me?
I hear you also, Chick. So you guys are moving down to the men's room.
I'll tell you something.
Kinda like a radar gun.
Crew member is dressed in a race.
I see he's in a poncho, and you know what? You take every precaution because these guys, you don't know where it's going to go.
Yeah.
I hope you don't get that bifurcated thing, you know.
We have set up the Whiz-O-Meter. Christy, it's kind of like a radar gun for urination.
Exactly,
But they don't
yes.
use radar.
No,
Okay,
it
anybody
uses a
in
little wheel that you spin
We're
like
going
a
in the
hamster.
men's. We're going in.
You two are gonna. Are you two gonna whiz together at the same time?
No.
Tom is at the
I'm at the urinal.
Where's Chick?
Do you have the tester? Should we test it one time first? I have a squirter bottle with water in it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to squirt. This is a really heavy squirter. I don't think any human being could do. Okay, I'm squirting, and the Whiz-O-Meter is reading 10, 14, 8. Looks like the total readout, 14 was the high.
You know, you really didn't even squeeze it.
I was going to say.
Coming out of a squirt bottle. Are you sure it's not on
24
spray?
out of it.
Oh my God!
There's it got up to 80. You got to squeeze it, Tom.
Yeah, that's what.
80?
80.
I can't go up to 80.
Well, I know you can't go up to 80, but you were like doing this like a little Nancy guy.
Look at the little wheel go around. Okay, Flomax. We'll see how you do. Okay, I'm gonna. So the way it works is after you Chick did it again, and it's reading out 50. So it works like a radar gun.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, I am going to.
Are you going to unzip and see what you got?
He's reaching. Yeah. Now, we've not tried this with. No, I don't want to splash anybody here.
Oh, well, let's hope not.
I'm getting ready to go. Okay, I'm going. I'm ripping it here. This is the best I can do.
Oh, God. This is no good.
What kind of speed?
There are people taking pictures.
What kind of speed you got going on?
I'm afraid there may be some additional audio.
You get a warm-up lap?
There may be some additional audio. Yeah, sorry. 26 was the high.
I'm sorry, what?
26. 26? Oh my God! There's
your prostate check.
It looks like chick when you did it. There's water all over the floor. Okay, come on in, prostate king.
What?
Okay.
No, I'm not saying I'm going to do any better, but
okay, now chick's going to get up there.
I have a shy bladder.
Well, I'm not going to look.
Oh, he's going to stand there for an hour trying to whiz because he has a shy bladder.
His phone. He needs 2 hands to handle the monster.
I can't.
Did you find it yet?
I don't know.
He's digging. Have you found it yet?
I don't know if I can do this when everybody wants me.
Okay, are you going yet?
No.
You haven't even started?
No, I can't go.
Hey, everybody turn your head.
Okay, nobody look. Oh my God! Think about Niagara Falls. Think about wet things. Think about Niagara Falls.
Think about water.
Turn the faucet on.
I have to turn the faucet. What? Jeez.
Why? You don't want to stay?
It works for my
Here we
girls.
go. Oh, he's finally started. Okay, there we go. How's it going?
What kind of?
Well, I can't get the wheel to turn.
Now, if there's any kind of gaseous emission, it voids the readout.
26, 54, 56.
So,
Okay.
what'd you get? 56?
What is the readout?
56.
56.
Ooh, chick.
Very
And
impressive.
Tom, you had 20?
24.
What was mine? 20 something? 20?
Wow. Maybe you should have your prostate checked.
Are you still going?
Yeah, I told you I had to go, man.
The test is over.
Maybe we can do a commercial break. the camel releases.
Still going.
Okay. Anybody else have to go? We've got the whole.
Would you
crew
wait?
here.
I'm not done yet.
I'm sorry. So the Wizometer. Let me see the readout.
Oh. The key is to get the wheel to spin. Sometimes your aim is a lot key to it. You
I
probably
see.
didn't hit the wheel.
You have to aim?
You have to aim.
You can't arc it in there,
I got a
Tom.
question for you.
Yeah.
Who's going to take this thing out of the urinal?
Oh, well, I'm sure we can
leave it
find an
there.
intern
Why
to do
not?
that for us.
Do we have any interns? Yeah.
Hey, Bob and Tom Show here. We're broadcasting live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy Lee, Pat Godwin, Jeff Oskey, Ace Cosby. I'm Josh Arnold. There's Tom. We have a special guest coming up later this morning, comedian Dyke Michaels.
DYKE.
Yes, and Jeff knows him, but the rest of us have yet to meet him.
No, we haven't.
We're looking forward to that.
Really funny. Has a podcast called Harder Brunch where that I've been on a few times. He cooks you breakfast. You go over. He's a award-winning chef.
What?
And he cooks you breakfast.
Is he going to
and then
cook
you
us breakfast?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, that's
cool, though.
Probably should have requested
That's
that.
a great idea.
Hey, if I win the lottery, I'm going to have them build a full kitchen over there.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't that be cool?
That would be cool.
When they redid this building, I wanted a shower, but none of the suits have ever had to work in radio, and we've all been in a situation where we've been in a radio station for 2 days in a row.
They got a hose on the side of the building. I give myself a shower.
He didn't grow up like us, remember?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Oh, too good to use the garden hose to shower?
yes.
Oh, I see how you are.
Would you drink a bottled water called hose water? And it just tastes
funny.
like it's fresh from the hose?
That's funny. That would work.
No?
I
You didn't love
the-
hose water?
Well, the problem is a lot of animals go up in hoses and poop and stuff.
Wait,
so
They come out.
hose water.
I mean, you don't drink the first. You don't turn it on and drink immediately.
gotta
You're
let
getting
it
a
run.
mouse if you drink immediately.
Yeah, you don't want a black
run.
widow.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. You got to let it run.
Yeah.
Because also it's usually hot.
Get 3 night crawlers right off the bat.
And the hose water here, you can make nails out of it. A little bit of iron in it.
No, one of my coworkers drank out of a hose and got, I believe, dysentery.
Oh.
And had to go to the ER, and they're like, have you drank out of a hose lately? And he goes, yeah. And they go, don't do that. It's very dangerous.
How did we survive kids these days? How did we get to be
we
adults?
didn't all make it. I can give you a short list.
That's all we were allowed. My mom
yeah.
would send you outside, lock the door. I'm thirsty. There's the hose.
Exactly.
We weren't told.
Come back
Yeah.
when it's dinner time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And just guzzle that
mow
hose
the
water.
grass and just guzzle on.
I do think a lot of the bottled water is a scam.
Oh, of course it is.
I mean, some of these companies, you know that they say it's imported from Tahiti.
Yeah, it's tap water.
Yeah, there's some guy with a hose in Greenfield, Indiana.
Yeah. Was there any truth to the legend that Evian spelled backwards is naive, and they did that on purpose? Because
Boy, that would be funny, wouldn't it?
That would be funny.
I remember the first one we came up with was hot dog water.
Mm-hmm.
right.
That's always is so gross.
That's so gross.
It's so
Every
disgusting.
time I just made hot dogs the other day, and I couldn't get that bit out of my head as I was
You
staring.
boiled hot dogs?
You're
That's
welcome.
the only way to do
I
it.
did.
I still do. That's the
Do you
best.
guys still boil your
Absolutely,
hot
it's the
dogs?
best way
I
to do it.
don't, but
I don't
I was
either.
doing a chili dog, so I boil for chili dogs. If I'm just doing a hot dog without chili, I grill them.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well, now, where were we? I've kind of lost my place here. We're getting. Oh, we finished off our sportscast.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Great
Do we
news.
have any names for Pat's album or special?
Yeah. Hang on a second. Give me once again, Pat. Give me the background while I look these up. They just.
Well,
came
it's a
in.
dry bar special. It's squeaky clean, and I do a lot of the songs from the new album, Hotel Pool, but it's already, my album's called Hotel Pool, so I can't call it that. I close with Steal My Identity, and the whole audience doing the na-nas, which was a great standing ovation ending. They stand for everybody. But it was fantastic. It was great.
Do they tell them to stand for everybody?
No, but they just do. It's like the most polite crowd in the world. They're really highly educated. They come in. They're polite.
Were you tape in Utah? Is that where?
Yeah, Provo. It was wonderful.
What
Beautiful
about
city.
Pat Godwin all dried up?
All dried up.
For your it's a dry bar.
Sure, dry bar. All dried up. That'd be awesome.
That implies you're completely out of material.
Well, I am.
How about Pat Godwin gay sex?
Let me think about it. Let me run that by them.
I mean, it's certainly
Let me run
intriguing.
it by the Mormons. Coffee, cigarettes, coffee, and alcohol.
Me and my three.
And one wife.
How about no? Make it even better. Me and my three husbands. How about that?
I like that. It's hilarious.
How about here we go?
You got people that have written in?
Yeah. No, I can't. No. I'm sorry. They're too boring to even pass along. Oh boy, no, I hate all these.
You can still say,
Grown up.
What?
Grown up.
Well,
that's kind of okay. Here he's handing you some more. Being a grown up ain't easy. Pat Godwin.
Patty G rated.
Oh, I like that.
That's not bad.
That's good.
Patty G rated. That is
good.
Catchy. I like it.
Satirized for your protection.
Wow, I like that a lot. I really like that one. That's great.
That is
that?
I like it, but no.
It's almost too good. It has to have been done before.
Yeah,
Doesn't it sound like it's been written,
that's
that's been done before.
Yeah. One time we did a contest on the show. It was to get a slogan for a local business, and we went. Remember this thing? We did it for a month. We finally picked a winner, and it turned out someone had stolen it from a David Letterman top 10 list.
Oh.
So yeah, you got to be careful. But yeah, Patty G rated. No one's going to have done that.
Patty G rated is actually pretty good.
That
What do you
is
think?
pretty good.
Do you refer to yourself as Patty G at all in the?
I don't do. No, not in that particular
So
show.
it doesn't. Oh, you have to know that we call you that, or you know.
Yeah, but Pat Godwin, Patty G. I think people get that.
I hate to agree with Josh
Yeah, do you?
because you don't open up with that great "I'm Patty G" song.
No, because it's a gangsta folk and it's got words in there that I can't use.
Okay, all right. Why don't you play one of the songs? In fact, play your closer.
Okay, you're gonna have to give me a little.
Okay. What are you chewing gum? What's going on over there?
Chewing on a pick.
I always chew on a pick. It's
He's
my
always
thing.
chewing on a pick.
Okay.
Vamp for me.
Vamp for you?
How about that? Could be your title, Pat Godwin, sucking pick.
I don't.
This guy goes. He liked the one I said. 6 strings, no waiting.
It doesn't make any sense.
If you're not a guitar player.
Well, it's a 6-string guitar, and
What's the no waiting part?
Oh, it's like 6 lines, no waiting, kind of
6
a
lines, no waiting.
Never
even heard of that.
Okay, fine. Go with.
Play your song.
I pissed him off now. I won't.
No.
Yeah, see, that is,
How about maybe call it, I'm thinking of drinking again.
I'm thinking of drinking again.
Quitting is for quitters.
Oh, look, it's John Denver. You can call it that.
People tell me hackers are listening to all of us on our mobile phones. Buy online, they steal your info and get in your accounts at the savings and loan. My credit's bad, I can't get a mortgage, can't even finance a late model car. I wouldn't mind someone taking my name, give me a brand new start. Feel free to steal my identity, steal my identity. How dare ya? Na 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 na. Steal my identity. My mom, her maiden name's QWERTY. 1, 2, 3, 4 is my passcode. My pet's name is Fido. I was born in Philly. Oh, look at all the stuff I owe. I had 3 surgeries with insurance, 2 on the back, 1 for the heart. They garnished my wages, couldn't pay my deductible. Take my name, give me a brand new start, and steal my identity. My social security number is 209-526-413. Write it down! Na 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 na. Steal my identity. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. My FICO score is 303. I'm a single dad, paying child support, 1 paycheck away from bankruptcy. So please, steal my identity, steal my identity. I beg you. Na 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 na. No IRA, no annuity, nothing. Na 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 na. The IRS is auditing me. Yeah. Na 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 na. Don't answer the phone, it's a collection agency. Out now, baby. Na 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 na. Steal my identity. Thank you. Please sit down. Please sit down.
Very good. Patty G's new comedy special might be called Steal My Identity. It's a
Right.
bunch of clean songs.
Patty G rated.
Yeah, I can see Josh's point. That is a great title. Maybe for the for
Maybe
the
your next album. Well, that couldn't be that. Because
Next one's going to be dirty.
is it going to be dirty?
No.
Patty G X rated.
Alive. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I like Patty G rated. It's really good, but I guess your point is that it's, they don't know your Patty G.
Oh, they're going to find out maybe.
Okay. We'll work on it. Thank you very much. We're going to go right now. We're going to switch gears. If you're just joining us, we are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. That is Christy Lee over there, and she is at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What's happening?
Well, a new survey out there reveals nearly half of young people would prefer a world without the internet. According to the poll of 16 to 21-year-olds, 70% reported feeling worse about themselves after spending time on social media, and they felt that time they spent online was detrimental to their mental health. Just under 50% said they would rather be young in a world without the internet altogether. Half said
Interesting.
they would support a digital curfew that would restrict their access to certain apps and sites past 10 p.m. A quarter of respondents said they spend 4 or more hours a day on social media. Over 40% admitted to lying to their parents and guardians about what they do online. And 40% said they lied about their age online, which is even scarier in a way.
Does that just include, hey, you have to be over 18 to look
so
at
they
this
can
site?
get on sites? Yeah, probably.
Or,
40% say they have a decoy or burner account.
Wow.
Why would they have that?
They have one that their parents can see and then one their friends can see.
Really?
Yeah. My kids all have burner accounts, but I found them all.
How'd you find them?
they came up as a recommendation to me.
Hilarious.
I was like, I know that kid.
The algorithm snitched on him.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, who's this? Oh, that's my other account. I was like, oh, why do you have to? Well, some of my friends I want to see some stuff, but other people I don't want to see.
Is there a program called Snitch?
Boy, it's tough. That's tough.
I'm so glad I grew up without that.
Yeah, me too.
I would be ruined.
I would too.
Like this dumb
My self-esteem's
crap I did.
bad as it is.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, plus, bullying has now reached all new levels of sophistication.
24/7 now.
30% of those surveyed said they pretend to be a whole different person completely online.
Oh, most of us did that in person. Anyway, when you go to a bar, Friday night at a bar, Christy.
Oh, well.
You know what I'm talking about. Sure.
Back in the day.
Yeah, it's not going to go back.
Dr. Josh Wellsgood. Sure had nice Friday and Saturday nights.
But I mean, those of a certain age remember the good old days when you had to have dial-up to do proper bullying. Now, doesn't really require a lot more effort. Wow. So
that's interesting, though.
They all want, that they want it,
but then they're
hooked.
Still on it.
But
I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Does that differ though from saying, I want to be living in the '60s again or whatever?
Yes.
Going back in time.
They want their life nowadays. They just don't want that aspect. So
they don't want the ability to.
Yeah, they
find out what time movies start without buying a newspaper. That's
right. Yeah.
Oh, I remember those days.
I loved it. I used to obsess over just looking at the movies in the newspaper.
Yeah, and they would have pictures of all the movies that were coming out.
Yeah.
Every day we would get here, and we would dial the U.S. Naval Observatory to get the exact time.
Yeah.
To the second, so that we could hit all the network posts.
See, the kids don't want that. They want to be able to still just look at their phone and see the time, right? Yeah.
Yeah. They just don't want social media. I think what they don't want is social media.
Right.
I just wanted to meet the lady going, at the tone, the time will be. Remember her? She was unbelievably hot.
She was a computer, Tom.
No, she wasn't.
not to me.
No, you should see the drawings I have of her. Oh, hello, Gladys. Topless again.
Do these drawings look like a computer to you?
I watched a Jetsons episode last night, and they were going to the moon. They was taking the Cub Scouts to the moon. I don't know if you remember this. And George, they were on the moon shuttle, and the lady, this is, Luna, and the lounge will be open as soon as we are in orbit or whatever. And then this guy goes, this has been a transcribed message.
I mean, it's absolutely amazing how dead on the Jetsons is on so many things.
Yeah.
That they have in that we really do have.
It's pretty frightening in a way.
I just want to get those gravity-defying cars where you can pause and hover and nothing is moving. The air is not blowing everywhere. Now, coming up, comedian Dyke Michaels will be joining us. That's his name. Calm down. We will report for duty. I'll tell you right now, we are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios reporting for duty, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Maria, were you a temp?
I was a temp for a long time, about 7 years, and I was like how they make every job sound like, so crazy,
We do things a little differently around here. We're a bit of a nut house. Hold on your hat. It's going to be a wild ride.
But it never is. I trained people in at offices, so I was like, oh, the fax machine's a little tricky. Yeah, you got to dial 9 to get out. No, a lot of people try to use the fax machine. They go, oh, it's not working. I said, did you dial 9? Once a week, Rajiv. No, every day we get bagels in the kitchen. There was week. Rajiv made some mini muffins. That's on a Monday. Guess what that's called? Mini Muffin Monday. I wish offices would be as crazy as they always promise. You get trained in, be like,
take me out of your pocket. Hi, I'm Zachanthos, the talking rabbit. I'm in charge of the volcano. Don't worry. You'll be working for Thor. He's always scrabbling through the recycling looking for quartz. He's a dwarf. Nude. Anywho, lunch is from 12 to 1, but there is a wrinkle in time, so just try to get back any time for the quickening. Your flippers, your barbecue tongs. If you have any questions, go back through the fifth dimension. I'll be sitting there on my lily pad. My only question is, when do I start?
Yeah.
It's a good job.
Wow.
Man.
I love that. Dial 9 for the fax machine. Remember that. Everybody's crazy. No, they're not. Okay. Thank you. Maria Bamford is with us. Wow, that's brilliant. That's very, very funny.
Did you ever work in an office, Tom? I don't think you have you?
Worked in a restaurant, right?
No. It's an interesting experiment. Bob, did you ever work in an office?
Oh, yeah. I did a little.
I have issues with authority, you might have.
I know. That's why I was asking. You know what struck me is it's so quiet.
What, in an office?
Yes. Well, yeah.
Well, you're still, that's if people are actually doing work, yeah.
And I had to work at a bank once when I was at temp, and I was stunned at how quiet it was.
And people whisper, you know.
Yeah,
you know what the saddest place in the world is when you're the temp and it's time for office birthdays and you didn't get the email because you're not on the system yet.
Right.
And you hear the voice of your coworkers rise from the conference room. Happy birthday, everybody who had their birthday in the office this month. And if you cup your Curves mug against the conference room door, you can almost hear the happy scraping of plastic fork against paper plate. And later sometimes, guys, somebody comes by your cube and says, oh, there's cake left. Did the temp get any cake? What's her name again? Hey, Maya. If you want any cake, there's cake left.
Nice.
Cake? Temp want cake?
Yeah.
They all want cake.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
It's on the studio. I'm not in love, but the sex is good. I have to think it. I'd leave if I could, yeah. I'm not in love, but the sex is good. It can me think it. Cause it's on the studio. I'm not in love, but the sex is good. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Great. Coming up.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy Lee's at the Silac Insurance Company news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin's at the guitar and organ desk.
Hello.
Jeff Oskay's at the beard and glasses desk.
That's right.
Hayes Cosby's at the Raiders hat desk. Hey. I'm Josh Arnold at the slices like a ninja, cuts like a razor blade desk.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second.
Little vanilla ice for that ass.
That's what that is? Say it again.
I don't know why that popped into my head.
Yeah. What is it?
Slice like a ninja, cut like a razor blade. You like vanilla ice?
Kind of redundant, isn't it?
It's it's rad. I think it's poetry, and there's Tom, who wouldn't know true poetry if Vanilla Ice came in and
probably didn't
sat on his face.
See his movie.
Cool as ice. I have the movie novelization of that.
Isn't Vanilla Ice a carpenter?
Yeah, he was a skilled.
Isn't like his thing? He's got a. Didn't he have a reality show where he fixes
like
people's
home renovations,
like Robert Van Winkle or something?
Yeah.
What was his hit?
He actually does really good work,
Ice Baby.
Like the stuff that I've seen.
Yeah, he's like legit good at it.
Didn't he claim that Ice Ice Baby wasn't stolen from?
Somebody claimed that they did not use Under Pressure, and that's an insane claim.
It is note for note. Okay, all right, okay. Yeah, I'm not much. I don't know much about the guy, so but
you don't?
Thank you for the.
Well, you should know though that he slices like a ninja and cuts like a razor blade.
The distinction being what?
Slicing like a ninja is more exact but more damaging. Cutting like a razor blade.
So which does he do?
Is also surgical, but small.
Seems to be somewhat redundant.
More detailed.
Okay, good to know.
I explained it to you.
Christy Lee is probably has something much more reasonable over there in the
I don't know about that.
world of news at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What's
A
happening?
new study has found that video game use in elementary school boys is linked to both positive and negative social behaviors, depending on the game and the player's age. Here are some of the
I think you can probably guess the negative, but go ahead. What do you got?
positive. Let's go with the positive.
Okay.
Some gaming appeared
Problem
to
solving.
foster connection and teamwork despite competitive elements because you're talking to your buddies.
Oh, that's right. It's all very connected now.
Right. Boys who played Clash of Clans and Fortnite, both collaborative games, showed stronger peer relationships compared to non-gamers. I think it's just because they're interacting with their peers all the time.
And from what I understand,
as a team.
They're learning to cuss way younger.
Yeah.
Than
No, that's
You
Call
oughta-
of Duty.
Oh, okay.
You ought to hear what I hear coming from my son's bedroom.
Are you serious?
Oh, my gosh, and loud, like at 10 o'clock at night. I go, Jimmy, we
Is
have
it
neighbors.
the game or is it him?
It's the interaction with his friends. It's filthy.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said, Jim, it's 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
This poor woman next door.
Why isn't he in bed?
Well, it's summer.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Hey, but this is interesting. So because there's a commonality,
Right?
that's important. And
yes.
Remember when those were always referred to as Madonna headsets?
Yeah.
You know,
Janet Jackson.
Or the Garth Brooks.
The Janet Jackson headset. Yeah, Madonna. Yeah. Negative findings. Players of Mortal Kombat, known for violent combat, showed higher levels of aggression, impulsiveness, and antisocial behavior.
Man, I look, the studies say it, I guess. I'm super skeptical.
About that?
Yes, I'd like to know if those kids already displayed that stuff and that's why Mortal Kombat is attractive to them.
There you go. Gamers overall scored higher in antisocial traits and a desire to dominate.
Huh.
Are these shooting games?
No.
Not all
Mortal
of them.
Kombat is just like a karate fighting game type thing.
Is there a video game for young boys that like girls?
mean?
Well,
I mean, instead of
that's the thing, though,
wrestling
now.
and shooting and
A lot of girls are gamers now.
So many.
Like my daughter plays Fortnite with 4 other girls every night, and they're on a team together, and they go out. And
really?
They play for hours.
Yes.
And chat it up. And
What is Fortnite? I'm not familiar with
it's
it.
basically a shooting game where you have 100 people that are dropped into a city, and the last person standing wins.
Oh, okay. Does anybody ever win?
Yeah, every match there's one winner.
Oh, so it.
But there'll be a million matches going on at once with different groups of people.
But are you shooting?
Yeah.
Shooting,
or you have like a hammer that you can like hit people with, or a sword.
But do you have is there a gun or is it a?
They're all. It's like very cartoony. Like none of the
no,
guns
Tom,
are-
you're using a controller.
Okay.
Yeah. Now there's games like Call of Duty where you're an actual army man or a Marine, and you are in a team, and different people. Like one guy has to go and like set the breach on the door while the other person guards.
Sure. And you're actually like in like Syria. And
Yeah.
stuff, right?
Oh,
And
wow.
I mean, it's the first time I've ever been called a slur by a 5-year-old. It's a very intense game. It's very intense.
Now, do you have to play these with other people, or
No, you like I don't like if I'm gonna play a video game, I don't get on the headset and talk to people.
Oh,
Like, I'm
okay.
a grown man.
Yeah.
Well, and we didn't grow up that way. We grew up. It was almost a solitary thing, unless you had your buddies with you in the room.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. But no, now and the other thing is kids will just watch their friends play and talk. Like, they're like, I'm like, oh, what game are you playing? Oh, I'm not playing. I'm just observing. I'm like, you're doing what? Oh, I'm watching my friends play this game. And it's like, oh.
in the same room, or are they?
No. Like
they can
online,
watch?
they're watching it on the TV, watching
It's
their
like watching
friends
a movie.
play. Yeah.
I bought the game Saw.
Yeah.
Based on the movie, and I had no interest in playing it, but I go, my youngest brother Joe loves games. I go, please play Saw so I can watch it. And I just watched him play it.
Are you serious?
Wow.
There are gamers who make millions of dollars just playing online while people watch them.
Yeah.
Really?
They're that good at a game.
And a lot of them are super hot girls.
Well, yeah, a few of them are, hot girls.
Twitch is the place, right?
Yeah.
I am really old.
I mean, comedian Henry Phillips has a Twitch account where he cooks on it.
Oh, yeah.
And tens of thousands of people watch him cook every week.
Makes good money.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does very well on Twitch.
It's awesome.
It's very weird. But
wouldn't you
That's
prefer?
how they grew up. So
Wouldn't you prefer watching a hot porno and starting to twitch the old-fashioned way?
Yes, I guess in that aspect I am.
Maybe I can invent a game called Twitch and Shoot Off.
It's a first-person shooter.
Yeah, no digital anything. It needs some Kleenex and never mind. I'm sorry.
Is there a porn aspect to this gaming?
A little bit. Only there's a niche. Like you can follow porn stars who game on Twitch.
Okay.
So in a way,
and they'll be wearing like a bikini top, or they'll.
But I don't think they want to be. They don't want you going, "Hey, show us your feet" or whatever. They want you to. They want to talk about
and
the
like
game.
if a lady was to have a nip slip, so to speak, they would be kicked off of Twitch.
Okay.
So
they'd have to go to one called Twatch.
Yeah,
somewhat similar.
But they don't have.
Wait, but that's the name of a watch, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Swatch.
Oh, Swatch. Swatch. Sorry.
In the games.
Not the. Well, they probably do. My kids probably just don't play those ones around me.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Oh,
I would think they'll just be distracting to the true gamer. They want to play.
Yeah.
They don't want to see digital boobs.
But like in Fortnite,
sometimes we're raising a generation of prudes that are just so boring.
We are, in a way, raising a generation of men who are way less interested in sex than we were growing up.
Yeah,
that leaves more for us.
Yeah.
We invented Viagra, you punk.
Well, maybe they wait till adulthood now, which isn't a bad thing.
That isn't a bad thing.
I mean, but like in Fortnite, you can dress your character however you want. Like my daughter is dressed as Harley Quinn.
Okay.
And like a short skirt and
let me ask you. Let me
Avatar is.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you. I mean, I'm not trying to be negative at all when I ask you this. I'm not trying to be a jerk. Is there a game designed for young gay men or young gay women, or is there one that they have drifted toward and as a group?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Fortnite seems to be across the board: boys, girls, men, women, gay, straight,
ages.
Yeah, all ages.
But I'm sure the people that make these know exactly who their audience is.
Oh God, yeah, that's a whole.
So I'm just wondering: is there one that is like fashion directed? No.
In all of them, they can buy clothes for their avatars,
right?
And some of the clothes you can spend $500 on a Gucci hat for your
real
character.
money. Yeah,
real money.
Yeah.
I used to give my nieces and nephews Fortnite gift cards so they could just buy these accessories for their. That's all they wanted.
Did you get to name your avatar?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So if the kid names his avatar Halston,
to Gucci.
Little Richard,
Gucci
the late Little Richard, before he passed away, had a video game out there.
Oh really? What was that?
Call of Tutti Frutti. You may have heard.
Oh yes. Yeah.
I missed that one. Pretty good.
That is very good, Pat. That's a nice clean cap on this segment.
10 seconds to kind of make sure that it wasn't.
You didn't say anything for 10 minutes.
You know what? It sounded like a 10-second joke.
It paid off. No, I don't agree. That's very, very nice. Thank you very much. We are coming back, I should say. We'll be joined by comedian Dyke Michaels will be joining us today. Also, we have marijuana news from the old folks. Hey, roll me a fatty, Clarence. I'm going to get high.
Oh, boy, he's ready.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome to the wildly successful Mr. Obvious Show. I'm your host, Mr. Obvious. Let's take a call. Hello, Mr. Obvious Show.
Hello, is this Mr. Obvious?
Speaking.
Hi, Mr. Obvious. Long-time listener, first-time caller. I just want to say, first of all, I really love your show. Really enjoy listening to it. I think you do a great job.
Well, kind words indeed. And thank you, caller, for calling the Mr. Obvious show.
No, Mr. Obvious?
Yes?
Here's my problem.
Oh, okay.
Well, the thing is, I think I got some kind of animal trapped in my house.
Ooh, yeah, like a pest problem or something?
Yeah, well, it's even bigger than that. I think it's some kind of critter that's trapped down underneath my sink somewhere.
Oh, my. Now, do you live in a rural section of town?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. I live on the outskirts of town here, and, well, here's the thing. I think it's caught underneath my sink, and I've opened the doors and my cabinets there and looked underneath, and I can't find it anywhere, but I can hear him down there making noise.
Oh, you say you got a critter and you can hear him. Now, what kind of sound does he make, caller?
Well, it's kind of a growling, kind of, well, I'll try to imitate it for you. It's kind of like, kind of like that.
This is under your sink in your kitchen?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you might be caught down there in the pipes.
Now, this is not uncommon for your rurally located homes to have a raccoon or a possum under the house. Now, but you say he might be stuck in the pipes?
Yeah, that's what it seems like because, in fact, I think that's how he's living there. He seems to eat stuff that my wife throws away down the sink after dinner. She'll wash the leftovers down the sink after we get done eating. I think that's what he's eating because I can hear him down there growling and chewing.
Huh. What was the sound again, caller?
Well, it's she'll put the stuff down there in the sink and run the water, and then you can hear him. It's kind of going, kind of like that.
Huh. Now, is there anything else that corresponds with the growling that your wife does there in the kitchen?
Well, it does seem like it usually happens whenever she tries to turn a light on. Yeah, there's a light switch there. She'll try to turn it on. Thing is, the light don't come on. I think the light bulb must be burnt out or something, but I can't even find a place to change the light bulb on it. Anyway, she'll try to turn that light switch on, and you can hear him down there just seems to make him mad as anything.
This is in the kitchen under the sink, right?
Yeah. Yep. And, you know, I figure he's caught in the pipes.
Right.
So I figured try to get him out of there. Well, I reached down there with my hands when I heard him growling. And I mean, that thing about ripped my fingers off. Bit into me. Boy, it hurt.
Well, I think I know what your problem is, caller. It's a garbage disposal.
So, is that something like a raccoon?
No, caller. It's
No, it's something littler like a mouse.
No, caller. It's a machine that's hooked to your drain pipe there under your sink that chews up food that makes it rinse right down the pipe there. It's an actual machine. It's not an animal at all.
Huh.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I never made the connection. She does use it to get rid of the garbage.
There you go.
Sounds like a critter. Just,
I know, yeah, it's not a critter. Thanks for calling, though, caller.
Mr. Obvious?
Yes.
You're a lifesaver.
Thank you. That'll do it for this week's show. Thank you, and good luck from everyone here on the Mr. Obvious Show.
Oh, boy.
Let's get back to the chinchilla. We sent members of our staff plus Donnie Baker to your garage.
She is
my mistake.
So traumatized right now. She has not come out of her little house in
No doubt.
the whole
The
day.
chinchilla?
Oh,
well,
yeah.
that's because she met Donnie Baker.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's true. Her ears are as big as Frisbees.
They are very big.
I know.
I can't get over how
They're
horribly...
native of South America, and they use those to, you know, and they're nocturnal, so they
Must be a lot of listening going on.
they do
in
a
South
lot of
America.
listening at night.
Size of those
because
ears.
they can't see very well.
And they respond, of course, with their brain by going, duh. Duh, I'm a chinchilla.
Oh, wow, it's that great big thing right there.
That looks like a really nice fur coat that lady's got on. I wonder what that's made of. Duh. Well, I'm gonna rest for a while so I can poop again. Duh.
I can tell you.
I'm not like a dog. I can't play frisbee or catch. I just sit here going, duh. I'm kind of like something in a frame, like a picture, except I just go, duh, and then I poop.
Except you have to feed me and I poop.
I'm like a picture you have to feed. Duh.
I can tell you what, they don't come when you call them. That's for damn sure.
I will. I'll come if you call me.
Paul, you kind of came off the road as a comedian many years ago when you started doing the TBS show. How many?
We started in '95, so
really
14 years.
Wow,
doing it.
But you occasionally go back out on the road and do stand-up.
I do. I took a little time off the last couple of years, but now I'm getting back out there. You know, it can kind of burn you out being on the road. But,
sure.
You know, I always see stuff on the road that you just don't see anywhere else, and it just makes you laugh. And I was staying at this hotel, and one of my club dates, and I go down to the jacuzzi, and there's a sign above the jacuzzi that says, "No one shall jump or dive into the jacuzzi." Now, if you're going to dive headfirst into a jacuzzi, are you really going to be swayed by the word shall? Come on, boys, let's go into jacuzzi. Hold on, I see the King's English.
Wow.
What the heck?
I'm guessing that was a lawyer. They really should have.
That just made me laugh all day. That takes away the loneliness of the road. 'Cause it can get lonely.
Wow.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Today's show really rocky.
Well,
life is rocky.
Yeah, it's not all positive.
You don't make it easy.
It's so hard something.
See?
What am I talking about? I'm talking about our show, the Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance Company news desk.
Yeah.
Pat Godwin across the way.
Hello.
Jeff Oskey joins us.
Hey, Josh.
As does Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
I'm Josh Arnold, and there's Tom. Tom, later on, we'll be joined by comedian Dyke Michaels.
Just met him
Oh, good.
in the green room.
Affable chap.
Yeah. Apparently,
What horrible thing did you say to him?
quite the chef. I didn't say. I just said, "You must be Dyke."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
he said, "Yeah." And it was a pretty good assumption. There's nobody else in the building. Walk around, there's some strange-looking guy. Hey, buddy, who the hell are you?
Oh, is he a strange-looking guy?
I mean, he's a stranger, not a stranger looking.
Okay.
He's fairly normal looking. I didn't see anything weird. 2 arms, 2 legs.
It's not too late, Dyke. You can leave. Get out.
Got a letter. We were talking about these video games, and another one of these scientific studies alleging that if you play Mortal Kombat, you're more aggressive. I guess that was the conclusion.
I don't buy it. There are numerous studies that argue against that. So.
Dear Bob and Tom Show, when my cousin Earl drinks too many Mountain Dews and somebody touches his deer jerky, he gets extraordinarily upset, just like when I play Mortal Kombat and want to go out and kill people. So, as you can see, I don't think they're taking this seriously. We have Christy Lee she's over there at the
I just find
Silac.
it fascinating, the video game world, because I know nothing about it, and I think it's really...
Your girls don't play?
This is funny. This comes to us from Gary. It says, talking about kids watching others play video games online. I asked my grandson, why do you do that? He said, why do you watch people play football on TV?
Yeah.
Hilarious. I mean,
that's the same.
What a great comment.
So it's a very similar experience. Isn't that interesting?
This is from Josh in Northern Kentucky. Your comment on games for boys that like girls, there is, it's called The Sims. You can make women nude and do the dirty and more.
And The Sims is still around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, wasn't that one of the first games?
Yeah. I mean, it was.
Like it's been around for a long time.
What's next? Pong, the movie?
And according to Alan, a little insight to nudity in gaming, Grand Theft Auto 5, which is the one that's currently out, has strip bars you can drive to and visit. Keep up the good fight, Alan.
I can't believe I'm of the age now where the controller is too confusing for me, and I never thought I would be that way. I used to be baffled.
Too many buttons.
When I was 12 and my Grandpa was like, I can't figure this out. What are you talking about? And now my nephew looks at me like, what? It's real easy, dude. I'm like, no.
Well, that's because they spend hours upon hours doing it.
I know, but I just never thought I'd be that guy.
Well, there's
Yeah, it
honestly
happens,
like 10 or 12 buttons
So
now.
many.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, you have a bumper button, you have a trigger button, you have your 4 on this side, you have your 4 on the other side.
I can't do it.
I
There's
couldn't
too
do
many
it.
buttons.
Yeah.
I'm not coordinated enough.
And then little
barely
joysticks on
walk.
top of
Exactly.
the controller.
Now, how many video games that have been made into movies?
Oh,
I know they've got
Minecraft's the biggest one lately.
What's the
Mario Brothers?
What's the series that's out now on HBO?
The Last of Us?
Yeah, Last of Us.
Yeah, that was a video.
Very popular.
is that the zombie one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my son was playing that the other day. Scared the daylights out of me.
Yeah, some of those
Really?
games are
Yeah.
intense.
Now, wasn't your son's favorite Five Nights at Freddy's, Pat?
Yes, absolutely. And he loved that movie, too. It's a pretty well done movie. It was creepy
What's
fun.
Five Nights at Freddy's about?
A very interesting. It started off as like an underground video game. Wonderful music. I really enjoyed it.
It's kind of like a killer Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, okay.
They're abandoned, abandoned Chuck E. Cheese dolls that come to life, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's really creepy.
Yeah, it is.
What's the most successful video game turned into a movie?
It's got to be either Mario Brothers or Minecraft now.
Yeah, probably Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft killed.
Didn't you see that? Did you take the girls?
No, they went with. But I was told that even though I've never played the video game, that the movie's actually really good.
The Sonic movies are really successful.
That you could go see it without knowing how to play the video game and get a kick out of it.
Gotcha.
I love that first Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah.
So I've got 3 movies I've got to see right now. That's one of them.
What's the other two?
I want to see the new Mission Impossible.
Yeah, me too.
It's supposed to be great.
And what's the other one that came out last week? I was just so busy. There were 2 big movies that came out.
I don't know. Have you been to the movies lately?
No, it's been a little bit. The weather's been so nice.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's been all backed up. Now it's time to check in with Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What have you got?
Probably not a surprise to many of you, but cannabis, the use of it on the rise, not among teenagers, but among older adults. That's right.
Well, you know why?
Because we've been doing it since we were teenagers.
No, it's because
that's got to be one reason.
Well, my knee hurts.
Well, there's that.
A little bit of reefer.
New research from NYU shows marijuana use among seniors has reached record levels. A study found notable.
By the way, I'd like to object to being called seniors. I hate that senior citizen thing. Sounds like you're in some militia. All right, take your Metamucil, boys, and grab your weapons. We're senior citizens. We're heading out today.
What do you prefer?
Well, seniors. I'm still a junior in my mind.
Older Americans?
Yeah, there you go. Older people. How about calling them old people?
One of the elders.
The study found notable.
Oh, no, that sounds like we're part of a conspiracy. I like that if I can be in charge.
Notable increases in cannabis use among older adults who are college educated, married, female, or have higher incomes. They also saw a rise in use among seniors with chronic health conditions, as Tom mentioned, including heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. Experts say the trend reflects changing attitudes, but also raises new concerns. They're urging healthcare providers to talk with older patients about how aging bodies may respond differently to cannabis. And, of course, the cannabis of today, not the cannabis of yesteryears.
Yesteryears was scary to me. I couldn't imagine doing it today.
I just read an article about that, and they say on average it's 20 to 30 times more. What is it called? THC content.
Yeah.
Man.
So,
knocks you on your ass.
Yeah. So if you haven't done it for 30 years and decide for old time's sake, and the guy's bogarting it, let him. You're going to be.
Or if they give you a gummy, do only half.
Yeah. A little hit, you can always do more. You can't take out what you've already done.
That's right.
So
good to know.
It's always.
It's my understanding with the elderly doing more of it now, the munchies are kicking in at the cafeteria at 2:00 in the afternoon. It's not a late lunch now. Well,
open up.
Well, they have like Margaritaville retirement home for
my
like the
sister
drinkers
lives.
or whatever. I wonder if Snoop or Willie will have his own retirement
There you
home where
go.
you can blaze up for the new cannabis people.
That's a great idea. You should run with that, Oskay.
Oh, I shouldn't have said
What would
that
you
on
call
national
it?
radio.
You know, it's funny about older people. I remember calling Tom when I was on the cruise ship because I looked out at the sea of white-haired people, older folks, and I was like a little intimidated with my act. Would it go over? Would they even get it? And Tom goes, those people are only 10, 15, 20 years older than you are. They have been to Woodstock. They're going to get all your references. And he was absolutely right.
Yeah,
sometimes in your head you forget,
If you
are the white-haired guy.
Exactly.
If you were at Woodstock, you're at least 70. You're 75.
Oh, yeah.
You'd have to be. What was that, 69? Yeah, so, you were probably born either 1950 or earlier.
Yeah.
So they're gonna get your references.
You're going to get it, yeah.
They're going to get your Who jokes.
My Who jokes.
your You Too jokes. Thank you very much. Coming up, speaking of Snoop, we have Snoop in the news.
Yeah, we do.
Coming up, Dykes and Smooths. Wait a minute.
Snoops.
Sorry, I'm going to say
Swoops.
Dyke.
You saying Dykes made you so nervous that you messed up the rest of your sentence. By the way, that's the gentleman's name.
His name is Dyke Michaels. And coming up, Dyke and Snoop.
There you go.
Wow, boy, Dyke and Snoop. Sounds like a. Never mind. You pick your double bill.
All right, wrap it up. Surely you got something to say.
Yeah.
Pay the bills.
Wait, what have you got coming up, Christy?
I have what
car
do
payment.
I?
I have a car payment coming up.
I have a mortgage.
Yeah, I'm going to predict we have a meeting.
I have an email coming.
Right now, I want to remind you about our friends at Simply Safe. Simply Safe. It's the you can install it yourself. What more can I say? The security system that is so simple. Also, it's simple in its execution. It's easy to use. You're not going to have alarms going off all the time. You don't know how to turn it off. You don't know how to turn it on. It's very confusing. Nope. Simply Safe is the #1 customer service winner in America when it comes to security systems. Also ranked #1. By the way, by Newsweek and USA Today, 4 million Americans are now using Simply Safe systems. So get the details by going to simplysafetom.com. And by the way, today there's a cool thing going on. You can claim 50% off a new system if you buy into a professional monitoring plan. And you can also get your first month for free. Monitoring plans start at about $1 a day. There's also a 60-day money-back guarantee from Simply Safe. They have something called Active Guard Outdoor Protection. Someone is going to be watching your house for you with special AI-powered cameras and live monitoring agents. Get all the details, see what I'm talking about, see how this works, and how they can help you feel a lot more comfortable when you're in your house or when you're even not in it and maybe out on the job. It's called Simply Safe, like I said, because it is the idea is so simple, but it's so properly and well executed. Go to simplysafetom.com for those huge savings today. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe. I'll get it right this time, by the way. Coming up, Dyke and Snoop. That's comedian Dyke Michaels, and news about Snoop Dogg. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com and check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Did you get I mean this in kind of an odd way. I would imagine you probably had a lot of guy groupies, but not like in a traditional group. You know what I mean? In other words, dudes coming up to you.
Rod McEwen.
Guys who went to party with
Rod,
them?
Rod
There's a reason why they call him Rod.
Rod waited for us in Hawaii. We were on our way to Australia, and Rod heard we were coming to, stopping in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
He waited.
At the airport?
He missed it. Yeah, at the airport. He missed his flight to meet us because he thought we were one of them.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because of the bits we did.
Yeah. What I meant was, as Christy, in other words, you guys were like,
clean it up now.
I want to party with these guys.
Party with these guys.
I mean, I imagine that'd kind of be a
buzz.
kind of be a burden though after a while.
No, it was all, we just like, I don't think so, man.
We got a lot of bits from these parties. We went to one party very early in our career. I think think it was in Rochester.
Yeah.
And this one guy brought he was a blues collector, and he brought his famous, never heard before, Lightning Hopkins disc. And he had it on the turntable. And very carefully put the needle on there. And he sat down with his eyes closed, and some party guy ripped it out. Threw it on, put another record on. So we used cool. That one. Remember that one? That's where we got You're My Eye from. Oh. Hey, that's my record, man.
I remember we weren't prepared to do this. We're completely doing this.
That's why I'm stalling.
Gloria, glory. That's not Clint Black Sabbath.
No.
Now, how do you introduce Mr. Sabbath?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't done this in 15 years.
Okay.
But you just take certain lyrics of some songs and put them with another song.
I see.
Like he's going to play Born to Be Wild. Listen and I'll tell you about a man named Jed. Poor mountaineer, yeah. Barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, yeah. Up from the ground come a bubbling crude. Black gold Texas tea. Sweet tea.
Nothing like sweet tea. Huh?
Try that.
I like drinking sweet tea.
That's nice.
Try one of the other ones. Whichever one you want to do.
How about
Your cheating heart will make you weak. You'll try and try to sleep, but sleep won't come the whole day through. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Oh Lord, yeah. Oh Lord, yeah.
All right.
This is James Sibley as Clint Black Sabbath.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction. Sorcerer of death construction. In the fields of bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning. Death and hatred to mankind.
Nice.
Poisoning their brainwashed mind. Oh Lord, yeah.
Oh Lord,
all right, that's good enough.
Oh Lord, yeah.
Oh Lord, yeah.
Oh Lord, yeah.
Clint Black Sabbath.
Very.
That's great.
Makes it a lot.
I love that.
The Steppenwolf thing, the Born to Be Wild, you should do that if you ever go karaoke.
I got to do that one.
Yeah, do that. You can sing Beverly Hills. And you've heard the Purple Haze Green Acres thing, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love doing that.
Well, I haven't heard that.
I guess that
always makes everybody
happy. The words from
happy.
Green Acres fit great. Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Land spread now so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance Company news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin's over there.
Hello.
Jeff Oskey across the way. Ace Cosby's here. I'm Josh Arnold. And Tom, we're joined by a comedian that we're meeting for the first time.
We are indeed. He is comedian Dyke Michaels. And Dyke, I'm sure that you get a lot of questions about. They probably want to go, are you related to Al Michaels?
Yes, a lot of names. Yeah.
What if I just came in here as like, my name's Dwight?
Yeah.
Is it?
No.
No, it's D-Y-K-E, Dyke. Is that an actual on the birth certificate kind of thing?
Yeah, it's my given name. I get a lot of questions about it, like people always like, because I'm a stand-up comedian, people ask, is that a stage name? To which I always say, why the hell would that be my stage name?
Mm-hmm.
I did all of junior high, and it was terrible.
I bet. Oh, I can't imagine.
Oh, boy.
Now I'm an adult. I like to have fun with it. Sometimes I'm like at a grocery store, and there's like a friend I haven't seen since high school, and they'll be like, hey, Dyke. And I just pretend that I don't hear them.
Yeah. Well, and you have a rather masculine-looking look. You have a big, thick beard, and that'd be...
All right, where are you going?
All right.
I mean, like, how much Dyke can one get?
Oh, my God.
Just
Okay. Well, this is going about how I thought it would.
Yeah. I didn't know it would be this quick.
I kind of, yeah.
We got right into it.
What's your back? Tell me about your background. What are you? What's happening in your life? Do you have parents?
Oh, no, he was dropped here by a spaceship.
Immaculate conception. Yeah, I was raised by my World War II era grandparents.
Oh, wow.
So I'm a millennial, but I was raised boomer. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense.
Like, I think a lot of people were and they don't know it. I made up a test. I think that, like, when you guys were kids and you were sick, did your parents give you the bowl to throw up in?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Was it also the family popcorn bowl?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Wait a second. You're onto something.
That's hilarious.
That's being raised boomer right there.
Still do that.
God, that is such a great observation. That is, in my case, it was a stainless steel bowl.
Well, so what do they do now?
Yeah, what do you use now? What do you use now, Pop?
You're not going to believe this. I just took my vomiting daughter to the hospital on what was it? Friday. Wait a minute. Yeah, last Friday. And in all the chaos, I just grabbed a big clear garbage bag.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it was one of those things where all of a sudden we're out of nowhere jumping in a car and heading to the hospital.
Yeah, so you grab, hey, this will work.
Yeah, but I didn't go, wait a second. Where's the popcorn bin?
We still use the same bowl.
My mom would give us the big bowl. My dad would give us a pot. Because he always, you can hold it by the handle.
And there's a certain age you reached, Dyke, you might be approaching that where you have a really nice car. Because there was a time when you don't care if your friend's going to barf. Open up the window, go out the window. Then there's a time when you go, uh-oh, wait a minute. Before we get in the car, I got to get some kind of a bucket. And it's something to hold the vomit. But
yeah.
It should have been, I think, trash bags, right? We should just do it in the trash. I think you had the right.
No, it was a matter of just in the car. We didn't have time to.
Trash bags are better.
To think it through.
You tie it up and you throw it away.
Right.
You don't have to wash the popcorn bowls as you suggested.
Well, we had at our house, Dyke, we had the poop knife.
What?
Oh, I know what that is.
If you had too big of a turd.
What?
I've talked about this before.
I put it out of my mind.
So you guys had it happened often enough to where you had a knife dedicated for this.
Well, it happened once with me. My dad used one of the knives and then put it back into circulation.
Oh.
And so I couldn't ever use a knife in my house for like 5 or 6 years.
That's buttering toast with your fingers?
Yeah.
That's knife roulette. You don't know what knife you're going to get.
Oh, yeah.
It's horrible.
And you can't get the poop out of it, no matter what you do. You could put it in boiling water.
I bet it does.
You can.
You guys, if you guys had my level of spirituality, you'd know that.
Or paranoia.
You got to burn the whole house down at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, so were you on a septic?
Yeah.
So you had to make sure that you didn't clog it up. So,
well, it just wouldn't go down.
Right. You needed it out of the bowl.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
And were you responsible for that?
I was. Cool. And I was like, hey, I can't, it won't go down. And my dad's like, here. And just went and grabbed one of the butter knives and sliced it up.
This happened with my roommate one time. And I heard him in the bathroom going, I'll clean this up. He goes, please just, he goes, go down, you piece of S. And then he started laughing because he realized, literally, what he was talking.
Oh, wow.
Man.
So the popcorn bowl, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, it was weird growing up because I'm a millennial, but I was raised by these really old people. So I got an old school upbringing. My grandma was a scientist, and she was convinced that the most accurate way to take my temperature growing up was with a rectal thermometer.
Oh, yeah.
For just way too long. I don't want to tell you how old I was when she stopped doing it, but I had a driver's license.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
I remember, like, the first time I got sick in school and they sent me down to the nurse's office and they're like, we got to take your temperature. I was like, okay.
Start taking your pants off in front of Mrs. Grundy.
They were like, no, it goes in your mouth. I said, the hell it does.
Well, and now it's just that thing at your head.
Yeah.
I don't trust that.
I'm with you.
You don't trust it?
I don't trust it.
No.
Once you've watched No Country for Old Men, you can't do it like that.
Yeah. Good point, Pat. Yeah, I'm with you, Dyke. So, without getting into the reason that you were raised by your grandparents, what is their background? You say one's a scientist?
Yeah, my grandpa was he was a soldier in World War II, and then he was a chemist. My grandma was from France, and they met during World War II, and he brought her back over. And they raised me. I spent about half the time with my mom, half the time with my grandparents, but a substantial amount of time.
And
with my
who picked the name Dyke?
Okay, so Dyke was my legal last name. My name was Michael Dyke. And then a few years ago, I thought I was going to get married to a high school English teacher, and I didn't think she wanted to be Mrs. Dyke.
Okay.
So I talked to my family. Yeah, I talked to my family about changing my name, and I was going to change it to something else. And they were very upset that I was getting rid of the family name, so I just swapped it.
Ah.
To Dyke, but I had it legally changed to Dyke Michaels.
That is really good. That's a great move.
Yeah. Relationship didn't work out, though. So,
well, that's probably for the benefit of Mrs. Dyke.
Yeah.
For the benefit of Mrs. Dyke, there will be a name change tonight. Never
Do you
mind.
speak French?
No.
Oh.
Okay. We're going to find out more about Mr. Dyke. I mean, Mike Dyke.
Mike Dyke?
Now I'm doing it. See what you've done? I'm still obsessing about the popcorn bowl. And
That is just so true.
Yeah, that's an incredible observation.
And
That
my
is
kids
so
say
accurate.
Every time they come home, too, they'll go, oh, thanks. That's the bowl we used to vomit in. But,
Wow.
It's clean now.
Okay, let's see now. We're going to take no, we're not. We're going to talk to Christy Lee. She's at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Christy, what else is happening?
Snoop Dogg commissioned an artist to turn his half-smoked blunt roaches into art. According to TMZ, the rapper is collaborating with artist Erica Kovitz on a project titled Rich and Infamous, the Joint Venture. Ms. Kovitz preserved Snoop's roach tips onto pigment handles infused in cannabis residue to enhance the designs. Each block authenticated with Snoop Dogg's autograph. The pieces will launch at an appointment-only studio in Beverly Hills. I don't have a price tag on them. Do we know how much they're selling for?
No, they're awful. It's just like a roach clip, or what is it called? A roach?
A roach?
A roach glued to a piece of paper with like a doodle on it. And then it shows Snoop's. It looks like he's signing the glass on the frames. It's really lame.
Oh, I want to see it.
I thought when I first read this, I thought, these must be, he's taking, whatever, hundreds of roaches and making a design of some sort.
Right.
Yeah. No, it's just really, really lame.
Gotcha.
It's a money grab, and it is.
Doesn't he have enough money?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's not interesting in any way, to be blunt. Thank you. Sorry, that was an unintended pun. No, it is really awful. There might be something interesting done with this thing, but this isn't it. This makes the banana taped to a wall look like genius.
Really?
Yeah, it's incredibly lame. I would expect more from Snoop. He's always usually very clever. But it looks like a very boring money grab. There you go. Look, see? Oh, there's a pink piece of paper with 3 roaches glued on it.
They look like worms. They look like little caterpillars.
Yeah, or it looks like one of those.
Are you kidding me?
Yuck.
And is he signing on over the glass?
Well, he could be signing over the glass.
Well, That makes it worthless.
Well,
no, you should sign the thing and then put the glass. Anyway, it's a very boring. So I'm even talking about it, I'm getting bored talking. Let's move on. What else you got?
Okay. Colorado police say a driver who tried to flee a traffic stop drove into a park and collided with a portable toilet.
Ooh.
The toilet was occupied.
Oh, no.
Can you imagine?
A police spokesperson.
You're already, because you're sitting in a portable toilet in a public place.
Oh.
And it's already, kind of anxiety producing.
Right.
You're sitting down and you get hit by a car.
A police spokesperson told KUSA that the motorist was fleeing from police officers when they went off the road and into Benedict Fountain Park.
So he was on the run.
The driver.
At least there's a fountain right there.
The driver then slammed into a portable toilet, injuring the person inside, and police are still searching for the suspect. They haven't found the guy.
Jeez.
Man.
Where was this?
Where was it?
Colorado, you said?
I don't remember what. Colorado, yes.
Oh, was it the big city? You know what they call the flotsam from that is the Denver Nuggets.
Oh.
They're floating in the. Never mind. Would that be the worst though?
Yeah, that would be terrible.
You probably have like some kind of open wound and it's now being bathed and.
Oh, God,
yeah, I'm sure you just. Well, I have pink eye for the next year.
They had to take my leg off because of the germs in my body. So the next time you go into a portalette, make sure that it's not possible for someone to drive into it. That's all I can say. And you're welcome. We are hanging out with comedian Dyke Michaels.
Hey.
And are you out there? I know that I've read in this little bio of you that you are an expert chef.
Oh, expert maybe.
I think you're an expert chef.
I went to culinary school here, and I've been cooking. I thought I was going to be a restaurateur. I used to own a food truck for a couple years, and then I decided to switch lanes and do stand-up comedy. And then I tried to marry the two, and I started a podcast where I cook for the guests. I cook like an elaborate 3 or 4 course brunch, and then do the interview. So we've had Jeff on as a guest before.
What was your food truck?
It was called Beast. It was a hamburger food truck.
Oh, nice.
What makes your burger special?
So I was just using locally sourced ground beef and ingredients. Everything was from a local purveyor that was like top quality.
Yeah.
What's the secret to making a great burger?
I think a secret to making a great burger is just using good ingredients and cooking on a flat top.
Really?
Yeah. I also found the less you flip, the better.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I flipped
time.
once.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you
time.
suggest, like an 80-20 blend
I like an
on
80-20.
the flat top?
Yeah. I like a good 80-20.
You don't like it a little higher than that?
I don't. That's why I'm asking him. He's the.
Do you need more fat?
Yes, for the
You think?
juices and flavor. Yeah. 80-20, I think, is great.
And I
It's 90-10.
What about the buns?
I was getting I probably did this the wrong way because I don't have the food truck anymore. But my thing was using fresh buns. I think in culinary school they told us, they said, you don't have to do everything perfect, but buy from someone that does. So I would get freshly baked buns from a local bakery and put them on the local beef. The condiments were even.
Do you crisp up the buns at all? Do you just keep them warm?
Yeah, you got to throw them on. There's nothing worse than getting like a cold bun that just came out of the fridge with a hot burger. It's weird.
Lettuce, tomato. What do you leave it up to the?
We had
eater?
a few. We had like a classic style one like that, and then we had some signature burgers. I did one with cookie butter and Chinese 5-spice, and then like a sriracha coleslaw.
Oh, that sounds tasty.
That was very popular.
These all sound really good.
What was the price point for double cheeseburger?
Not enough, I'll tell you that much.
Ergo, the food truck is gone. Now, do you have to get permission to park the food truck? Do you go to some?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Did you ever get kicked out of a place?
No. I think we always checked first. There's not a lot of people that are just like pulling up on a random street and making a bunch of money. Usually it's you're in a partnership with a brewery or, somebody that wants you there to serve food. It's almost like a catering kind of thing.
Did you ever run into a porta potty?
When you tell that story, it's like, that sounds like something that would happen to me, though.
No, so how long would you be parked in the same place?
It depends. We did weekly pop-ups in our neighborhood, so everyone kind of knew on Wednesday they'll be there for 4 hours, and we'd set up little tables and chairs and stuff. So it was like a little outdoor restaurant.
Oh, that's cool.
4 or 5 hours is about normal service.
Do you need a permit?
Yeah. You have to have lots of permits.
Oh, yeah? More than one?
Oh, yeah. You got to have...
plenty of red tape.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you can't mix two things. Like you can't do haircuts and burgers?
Yeah. No, they frown on
Would you go to a place called Haircuts and Burgers?
If I got the burger first.
Yeah. You wouldn't have hair in your burger. Yeah.
What about, what do you call those toe jobs? What are those called?
A pedicure?
Pedicure, yeah. What about pedicures and pizza? Would that be a toe job? You know what I'm talking about.
You can have a haircut in hamburger place and call it fur burgers.
That's one of our classics.
That is a classic.
Fur burgers. Patooey. Remember that one? That was certainly a classic. We're hanging out with comedian Dyke Michaels. We'll find out more about Mr. Michaels coming up. A couple of other quick things coming up in the news. We have the Mackinac Bridge in the news, one of the most beautiful structures in North America, linking the Upper Peninsula to the Lower Peninsula. We have Mount Etna in the news.
Yes, we do.
No, but I'll kiss her.
Hey! Did you see any of the video of that yesterday?
No, I don't even know what Mount Etna is.
Oh, it's in Sicily?
Are you serious? You don't know what Mount
volcano?
Only from crossword puzzles.
It's the most active volcano in Europe.
Oh, okay.
And it's
sometimes I play the role of the audience.
No, the audience isn't that dumb.
No, not everybody knows what Etna is.
Really? Right. Not everybody knows what Mount Etna is. I agree with him.
Okay. Name 3 mountains before we break. Go ahead.
Mount McKinley.
Yep.
Mount Kilimanjaro.
Mount Everest.
You can't say Kilimanjaro. She took it. Go one more.
Oh, Mount Olympus.
I'll accept that.
Yeah, of course you will.
And now you're out of mounts. I was going to say Mountbatten.
This mount.
And we got a song coming up from Patty G. Sure. And right now I want to remind you the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is all about, as Jimmy Irsay used to say, kicking the stigma. And it's the importance of your mental health. It's okay to seek counseling and to talk to somebody. And BetterHelp is an easier way to access therapy. And I just saw some new numbers. More than 35,000 therapists are working in the mental health sphere with BetterHelp. And there are, I think, 10 million clients these days. So find out what I'm talking about by visiting the website, BetterHelp.com. And I recommend going BetterHelp.com/BT show to save some cash on that first month, at 10% to be precise. Once again, it's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT show. What is this all about? I guess I should point that out. It's about doing the therapy online. So obviously it's a lot more convenient. You can be wherever you want to be and be having a talk session with a therapist. And these are, of course, licensed therapists, and they have a huge variety of specialties. So they'll match you up with someone who perhaps is going to be able to discuss whatever is what you want to talk about. It's that simple. And you can switch therapists anytime. No additional fees are involved with that. And you'll be the therapist that you choose will be based on a questionnaire that you fill out. So once again, all the details are pointed out in BetterHelp.com/BT show. So once again, kick the stigma. And it's important to examine yourself. If you've been thinking about it, here's one less hurdle to have to worry about because you can do it at your convenience. By the way, you can do it with the camera on, camera off. You can do it via texting, whatever works for you. That's BetterHelp.com/BT show. Coming up, it's happened again. We have a zebra on the loose. Yikes. Stripes. Tennessee's got him. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Now, Rodney's got a record out there on Capitol Records.
Yes.
Can't miss it.
It's called Morning Wood.
Morning Wood.
We're just kind of sticking with the theme. It's Hanging with Rodney, Morning Wood, and then Nutsack. Just kind of working our way down
the trilogy.
It dawned on me this morning
Yep.
I've made a living for 13 years talking about everything underneath my belt.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And hey, what the hell?
I'm glad you said hell.
Yeah.
I apologize.
That's all right.
Rodney, we got plenty of time. Do you want to work another one in here?
Yeah, here's one right here. This one's called, I think, you guys, is that the one we're talking about? Okay. You guys want to play the intro? I don't want to. They get a little irritated when I don't let them play the intro. They don't really like the way I do it. Let's just go right to the words.
Go ahead.
Rodney Carrington.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
Okay.
This is the first time we've had a woman on the show, as far as I know, lying down during the program.
Don't all your comedians get waxed?
No.
Before the show. Hey, we like to call that interviewed.
We interviewed him real good.
Yeah, we did.
The cameramen have to look away for a second.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Both of our camera guys are married to it. We're so nervous to be anyway.
Now, wait a minute. You said the cameraman.
They just closed the curtain.
And they're putting hot wax on, and she put the paper on it, and she just ripped it off.
Okay.
But it wasn't that bad.
Ta-da.
It is worth it.
Kelly
It looks
Clarkson.
so good. I wish you guys could see it.
Yeah, I'll bet.
And now she's putting more hot wax on.
Oh, boy.
And
Breathe,
she's putting
breathe.
a strip of paper, and it just came off. That hurt. Have you ever seen someone this hairy?
Oh, my goodness.
It's been a while.
This is nothing.
Really? Okay, she's putting another strip on. Breathe out. And breathe out.
Go to a happy place.
And breathe out.
And breathe out.
And do I look pretty now? Will the boys date me now?
Baby, look pretty.
And breathe. Whew.
How much are they waxing?
Oh, it's
I know. I'm hurting over here.
All right.
Now, would you be comfortable if I came in?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
To hold my hand.
Yeah.
Exciting and new.
This is so
It's like
cute.
Vegas down there.
Can you hear me?
I hear you
Yes,
fine.
sir.
Yeah.
Marianne, are you comfortable with me standing here?
You didn't have to say it twice, Tom.
Okay. I'm going to go down here and get a good look. Okay.
You go down,
Did you
Tom.
say put the lotion in the basket?
Tom,
So
you don't
now-
have to go that low. It's not even there.
Tom, you don't need.
What is he doing?
You don't need eye. What is that?
Oh, Tom got
Oh, look at that.
dazzled.
Oh, I got a little on me. Yeah! This is very sexy.
It is. It's great. I need a picture.
Okay, well, we'll get plenty of pictures.
Oh, we'll get. Oh, there's tons of pictures already. Yeah.
Oh, Christy. Oh, she's standing up, doing
Look
it
at
right
that.
now.
Whoa.
Christy.
Now, Christy's
She's
putting it on,
showing
her,
it.
on her hip. Are they going to have to do any waxing?
No, not there. Good Lord, what do you think she is?
She's not Harry and the Hendersons.
Good Lord, Tom.
Sorry, I'm just asking.
It looks nice and smooth.
Seriously, what is your impression of the average woman? I mean, seriously, this is just amazing.
Now,
They're
what is,
covered in hair.
What design are you getting, Christy?
What is that?
Sorry, what, Bob?
What design are you getting?
I'm getting a snowflake, but apparently they're going to enhance the snowflake.
Oh, okay. Maybe put a snowman in there eating it.
You'll have to come to Wisconsin to find out.
Oh, there you go. All right.
You're going to eat it, just like it said in the story.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from The Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Comedy.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Christy Lee's there.
Hi.
Pat Godwin, Jeff Oskey, Ace Cosby. I'm Josh Arnold. We're joined, Tom, by comedian Dyke Michaels.
He is indeed Dyke Michaels. And I just found myself guilty of doing something.
What'd you do?
Well, Dyke is also he's a chef, and he works at a very fine restaurant. He is the former driver, cooker, and other things of a food truck. What's the word I'm looking for? Chef, mobile. And in any event, I'll put it this way. I was talking to a guy that works at the Apple store.
Yes.
And I said to him, "You can't tell people what you do, can you? If you're at some event, and he was saying, yeah, if people find out he works at the Apple store, he's immediately approached by people who want him to fix his iPhone.
Yeah.
You know that, and I just realized when I found out you were a chef immediately. So what's the best way to make?
Food's different though. It's not like being a doctor or like look at my boil or something like that. It's like people are excited. They want to tell you their recipe. This is how I make ribs, and like. Look at me. I got into the game because I like food, Yeah. So I love having those conversations.
Yeah. And you have a podcast about food and about cooking.
Yeah, it's called Harder Brunch, and we've been on for about 5 years. We actually just wrapped it up, but it's all still on, online available. And they're interviews with either stand-up comedians or chefs and food service industry people. And they would come on, and I would cook an elaborate 4-course brunch. Kind of break bread with them a little bit, and then
so good,
and then sit down to do the podcast.
And I just heard a very distinguished business guy. I mean, like way up there in the world, and he was saying he prefers hiring people that worked in restaurants for whatever types of positions, because and you and I have both worked in restaurants, and you have too, Jeff.
Yeah.
Because if you can work in a restaurant, all you got to you learn right away. Yeah. No one cares what color you are. They don't care what language you speak. If you can show up on time and do your job and stay sober enough to do it, you're in. But yeah, this guy was saying, people that have had restaurant experience tend to be really hard workers.
Yeah, high stress.
Yeah.
You got to think on your feet.
Yep.
Yeah. And now we were talking about your background. You mentioned that you were raised by your grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of there's sort of a bunch of famous people that have been raised by their grandparents, sometimes not knowing. No, that's the famous Jack Nicholson, for example, the actor. He thought he thought it was his sister. Turned out it was his mother.
Yeah.
Remember that whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, not from Chinatown. I mean, not like that.
No.
But you were raised by your grandparents. Are they still with us?
They are not. My grandmother forbade me to listen to the Bob and Tom show in the 90s.
Of course. So she was a smart woman.
She said it was, quote, disgusting because of some of the songs that were played back then, which nothing makes a teenager want to listen to something more than being told by their grandma they can't listen to.
Oh, yeah.
Such classics as Prison Bitch.
Yeah.
Etc. What is your the background of your how do I word this delicately? There's no way to word this delicately. If one were to guess your ethnic origin, it would be very tough. You could be.
Which one was white and which one was black?
No, I was gonna say like Samoan.
Yeah, I'm very ambiguous. Like if you put a Mexican hat on me, I'm kind of Mexican. I'm kind of everything. Definitely got Samoan before. No, I'm black and white. Yeah, you were spot on, Josh. My mom's white. My dad's black, and that makes me biracial, which I have mixed feelings about.
Sure.
It was
scholarship opportunities.
Oh yeah, I've been in a lot of brochures.
Yes, you are very castable, as they say.
Now the reason I asked that this just sounds much worse than what my intention. Do people assume that you make a certain type of food based on your appearance?
Oh no, I don't think.
Thank you.
I think that's a fair question. Like, am I good at making soul food or something like that? Like,
yeah, just you know how people are, Christy.
No, I know how you are.
But I mean, you absolutely could be half Asian.
Yeah. I definitely get Samoan. I think Samoan just because I'm a chubby guy. I think that's what I get that a lot.
Oh, sorry.
But no, I definitely get that a lot. No, I don't know. I mean, yeah, sometimes you can look at somebody and be like, I bet that, people from the South, I always assume that they're good cooks, like you look at someone and be like, that guy knows how to make a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, you look like you could make some good ribs.
Yeah.
Yeah, run a barbecue place.
I'm going to once again prejudge.
Okay.
This is a guess. I don't know the answer to this. I have no reason to know this. Were you more of an athlete or a nerd in school? And I'll write down my answer here.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Huge nerd.
Oh, I got it right.
Yeah, I'm a big nerd. I'm a big fan of all the nerd franchises. I love the Lord of the Rings. Big fan of Lord of the Rings. They even made a prequel series to it recently. I don't know. They tried to make it more diverse by putting minorities in it, which is awesome. But it caused a problem for me because when I was watching it, they got this elf and he's this light-skinned brother. Tightest fade I've ever seen. And it just completely took me out of it. Yeah. I might have believed somewhere between the Shire and Mordor, there's a black barber shop.
Our guest is a comedian, Dyke Michaels, and that's his real name. You're going to have to rewind the show to find out why it's called that. Christy, give me a preview of what you have over there at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Well, we're going to talk about Mount Etna. For those of you who know what Mount Etna is, it's a volcano. And we have a possum crossing a bridge, but we'll talk about that because it's a
when we come to it
bridge.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You see, is that
we have an escaped pet zebra
again.
And Star Wars in the news today in a very weird way.
Yeah, this is
very weird,
super nerdy, but at the same time ultra serious. International intrigue Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
Where where sci-fi meets reality.
Right up your alley.
Yeah, it's very, very cool. Yeah. Once again, we are reporting for duty from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Alex and Christian are both great competitors. That doesn't always translate to a smooth workplace.
Hydrate, hydrate.
Boom. Productivity around here? Not smooth. Excuse me 1 second, guys. That's it. One of you get me a coffee.
Want a barista quality coffee fast? With Java House, you just peel, pour, and enjoy. No complicated brewer needed. Amazingly smooth. Not smooth.
At the end of my shows, sometimes people will, shout out a request or something like that, which is very flattering. And, you get to do some bit that you haven't done in a long time. And it's kind of fun sometimes to knock the dust off something that you haven't done and do it again,
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
I recently had somebody yell, hooked on phonics, which I hadn't done in a long time. And it's fun to go, oh, man, I haven't done this bit in, years. And that was the bit from the commercial. Do you remember the Hooked on Phonics girl?
Yeah.
The little girl with the braces. Hooked on Phonics, work for me.
Yeah.
And I always wondered, what if she applied what she learned and she couldn't get the commercial right, Hooked on Phonics, work it for me. Hooked on Phonics, work it for me. Okay, cut. We're not going to move a lot of tapes like this.
No, we're not.
I'm telling you.
Brian Regan.
I
get in a lot of awkward situations, I feel like. Recently in D.C., I threw up in the street. Which isn't a big deal. That happens. I'm a pretty heavy drinker. But what was different about this time was as I was about to throw up, you know, when you're just starting to come up, I made eye contact with a woman sitting outside of a Starbucks.
Yeah.
And then I held eye contact as I vomited.
Oh.
So it was just very awkward because she just saw me kind of look over at her and then go, and I mean, what's going on in her reality? You know,
She wants to watch that.
Did you get her number?
I did not get her number. I'm afraid. What if she go home and say, I was so ugly today I made a man vomit? I don't want her to think that, you know? So I had to go over and tell her it wasn't the case.
That's a bad hair day.
Yeah, if a man looks at you and vomits,
That is a bad day.
you need to visit your hairdresser ASAP.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a self-esteem killer.
Yeah,
right
it really is.
Yeah, but I get into stuff like that all
See,
the
I'm
time.
a sympathy vomiter. I would have, if he'd made eye contact with me, I would have.
Me too.
You would vomit also?
I would join you. Yeah.
So when you smell vomit, you immediately vomit.
Say goodbye.
Let's move on.
So far we've covered soiling ourselves and vomiting in the studio.
What next? All right, let's go into pussy lesions.
No.
No, Bob, that's wrong in the script. It's not pronounced pussy.
There you go.
It's
written that way.
I know it looks that way on the page.
You know, if you read that wrong at the audition, wow, that's a different movie.
Yeah,
Well, what's
entirely.
this, Mr. Abrams? I don't understand.
Much closer to a Mr. Skin film.
Yeah, I think so.
I would say.
Oh,
yeah. So,
now, were you a big drinker in college?
Yeah, I in college, I think I drank a little bit more than I do now. In college, whenever I drank, I would pass out. It was like my thing, you know? That's how people knew me.
Pass out guy?
Yeah. It got to the point where even before I went out, I'd go ahead and draw a dick on my face. Because it was going to happen.
It was going to happen.
eventually.
Your buddies were going to take care of it anyway.
Yeah.
Just take it right.
Oh, boy. You know.
Why wait?
It really is something else. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not. Because, first of all, what do they think? It's going to help me? You know, they think years from now I'm gonna be saying, yeah, it got really bad. You know, I was just drinking all the time, passing out, and then one day I woke up, looked in the mirror, and I was like, TJ, get it together. And I owe it all to Steve and his artistic ability to draw a ball sack on my forehead.
I'm in Bob and Tom's studios. April Macy was on Bob and Tom today, and I probably know more about what turns her on than anybody I know of. She's trying to play hard to... Oh, Eureka's! I swear to God, she is fire-ass hot.
Hi.
Remember me?
I do, unfortunately.
Yeah, don't worry about that restraining order, because that's expired now. But you're famous. You've been on TV before, and I'm sure you're used to the porkerazzi coming in taking pictures. I swear to God you are.
Oh, please don't say porkerazzi.
Porkerazzi. You don't carry pepper spray anymore, do you? Because
It's so uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable, your porkerazzi.
Well, the last stuff you carried stung a little bit, but you are from head to toe. You want my pager number, maybe? Is that something you might
Perhaps.
be interested in?
Pretty lonely.
Okay. I tried to hit you up on Kristen Mingle, but your profile picture didn't really reply to what I had, so...
Yeah, you can go on J-Date if you'd like to see me.
Go on J-Date? Okay, I swear to God I will. I know what the J stands for. I had tennis elbow doing that all through high school. I'll see you, April.
Bye.
Sexy thing. Oh, my God.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, what? Which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal?
Yeah, more or less.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP member. First step, click the link at bobandtom.com.
Master of Indiana. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy Lee sitting at the Silac Insurance Company news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin's in front of his keyboard, and he's got his guitar. Hello. Next to him there. Hello, Pat. There's Jeff Oskey.
Hey.
Ace Cosby's there. Hey. I'm Josh Arnold, and Tom, we're joined by a comedian slash chef. What a great combo.
Yeah. His name is Dyke Michaels, D-Y-K-E. And Dyke is a professional chef and a stand-up comedian.
Have you ever combined the two?
Yeah, I had a podcast. That
Yeah, but I mean on stage, like
Oh, like cook an omelet while I'm telling jokes.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, not yet. Not yet.
No, interesting. Who were we just talking to? Who's the chef? Excuse me. Who's the comedian that's the really great bread chef?
Tom Papa.
Tom Papa. He's like an expert
sourdough bread.
on bread. I don't know what other comedians are really good cooks. I know the worst cook that's a comedian. You're sitting next to him, Pat Godwin.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting a text about the dog.
I wonder
dog
why.
Issue.
Really?
God,
Took the dog to the dog park yesterday and went to the pond, so there's a complete nightmare.
Well, yeah, you take him home, put him in the bathtub, give him a bath.
Yeah, we did. We did all that, yeah.
All right.
What's happening?
Then what's wrong?
Oh, the maid is at my house, and the dog got out of the crate, so she was a little nervous about that.
Okay. Good luck. No, back to our guest.
You can afford a maid?
I do very well in my other job.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, now I'll get off track here. Pat's comedy special is going to be debuting on the comedy bar. What is it called again? The Dry Comedy Bar?
It's called Dry Bar, yeah.
The Dry Bar, sorry. And we're trying to give it a title. You have to have the title by this afternoon.
Yeah.
So if you have any more suggestions, what is the
I have one.
current go-to?
Oh, yeah. What is our current?
Well, we got
go-to?
Steal My Identity and Patty G Rated.
Oh, Patty G rated.
What about Patty G raising the bar?
Oh.
Raising the Bar.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
No? All right.
Or Patty G drinking the bar dry.
How about Wet Dog?
You're not going to like this one. This is from Herman.
Go ahead.
Never ready.
Oh, that was, yeah.
That's not bad.
When I first started, yeah. Radio ready?
You're never ready.
Never ready.
Yeah.
The Patty G I really like, but except as not everybody knows.
Rated, yeah.
Yeah, that's not everyone knows that's your nickname.
Correct, yeah.
So what was the other one that is in contention?
Steal My Identity.
That's pretty good.
I like that. It's one of the songs. I think it's pretty funny. We'll go with that. Okay, let's go back over to the Silac Insurance News Desk. Check in with Christy, then we'll check in again with Dyke Michaels.
Sicily's Mount Etna erupted on Monday, sending a cloud of smoke and ash several miles into the air. Sicily's president, Renato Schifani, said lava flows emitted in the eruption had not passed the natural containment area and posed no danger to the population.
Hey, the fire mountain to go boom.
What are you running it for?
The level of alert due to the volcanic activity was raised at the, Catania Airport, but no immediate interruptions were reported.
Did you see any of the videos?
I did see the videos.
It looks like over the hill they're exploding a series of large atomic bombs.
Yes.
Wow. There you go. Look at that one. There, we have a picture now. That looks very scary.
The ash cloud emission had ended by early Monday afternoon. It was the 14th eruptive phase in recent months for Mount Etna. This is in Sicily in Italy. Do you have a song for us, Pat, about this? Or?
Oh, no. My friend is actually from Sicily. You may know. Hold on. It's, Luigi is here. You're talking about a Catania in Sicily. You got to have me on.
Hey, Luigi.
Mountain is one of my favorites.
You got your accordion with you, Luigi?
I have it right here. Let's see if it's up.
Do you have your girlfriend with you?
There she is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's in the back. Lisa. Gina, not Lisa. It's her sister. Oh, boy. You're going to be in some big trouble. I got her name. Gina Statutory is here.
She's doing her math homework.
Well, she's off from school right now. She's not doing any homework.
Okay.
It's June.
Okay.
She's taking a well-deserved nap right now.
Okay.
Oh, she is in the van.
Something unsettling about all that.
Yes, of course.
I am such a fan of Mount Etna. I would like to sing a song about my favorite mountain.
Okay.
Oh, hot as a Let me start it over. I almost said vulva. Wait, where is my mind? Where's my mind?
You still got Lisa on the brain.
It's Gina.
I'm in
Well, I know, but
Lisa's a younger sister, so
Younger.
he's taking risks.
Hot as a volcano here in Sicily. Etna is so beautiful, she's a sight to see. I like her to climb her. I don't mean to come off crass, but I want to mount Etna. She got a smoking ash. I want to mount Etna. She's got a smoking ash.
Hey.
She got a smoking ash. Absolutely. She erupts very often. Smoking hot, you can see. I love her lava. She's no insurance company. I went up on her today. She went down on me. Oh, that smoking ash. I could barely see. Oh, that smoking ash.
I could barely see.
Very nice. You're enjoying along. Now it's going well. I'm still in trouble for the other thing where I talked about her sister. But don't want to end up burned like back in old Pompeii. They caught a guy touching himself. Frozen still today. I just want to touch her at the top. And I'll get off in a flash. I want to mount Etna. She got a smoking ash. I want to mount Etna.
She's got a smoking ash.
Arrivederci, my
Hey.
I have to go and apologize.
Yeah, that's going to be rough.
Gina Cacciatore. I understand she's going to go to camp this.
Statutory, not Cacciatore.
Oh, sorry. Statutory.
Get it right.
Sorry.
Get it right.
80. We got that about 80% okay. That last chunk. We're speaking with comedian Dyke Michaels.
Hey.
We found out that Dyke is a chef, stand-up comedian, former podcaster, former owner of a food truck. That's got to be a rough gig.
It is. It's a lot harder than you think.
Yeah, you got to have everything refrigerated. And
moving stuff. It's hot.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Fumes.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah. Did you buy the food truck ready to rock, or did you have to build the thing?
We bought it fabricated out, but I think the guy we bought it from was a little shifty.
Oh.
Like everything was had like sharp ends when we got in there. So you'd just be cooking and then you'd look down and you're just bleeding from everywhere. It was just made out of sheet metal inside.
Wow. Now, you said you have an unusual background. As a child, you were raised by your grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of television. Do you have a fixation? You mentioned you were kind of a nerdy kid.
Oh yeah, I liked a lot of stuff. I probably should have been canceled when I was 8 years old though, because like my favorite TV show growing up was The Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
And I remember like when my grandma got me a Dukes of Hazzard beach towel for Christmas one year, and then we went to the poor people man-made beach around here, and I would just unfurl a giant 6-foot Confederate flag. Well, I know that had to confuse some people. There'd be like one guy who was like, "Darlene, he's doing it again." That little brown kid's dancing on the stars and bars.
Now, so you're still working as a chef.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do any food related jokes?
I don't really have any food related jokes yet. But I need to. I need to.
No, I'm just. Are there? I'm trying to. I was trying to think if there's any. I know that Gaffigan did a whole hunk about eating.
Oh yeah,
of course. Bacon. Yeah,
that's such a classic
Hot Pockets,
piece. Yeah, of course. Now, do you eat a lot of junk food?
I'm not a super big junk food guy, but because I was like around all these chefs and all this stuff too, it's like you're eating stuff at the highest level. Like the place I work, one of the best baking and pastry chefs is there, and he'll just like leave all his leavings in a giant pile for the staff, and so you just have to like walk back and forth in front of like the best pastries you've ever seen like 20 times during the day and try to avoid the temptation.
Oh, I'd weigh 1,000,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. I'm trying to find a diet where it's just coffee and pastries.
When was the last time you had a pastry? Seriously.
I don't know. A few weeks ago.
Okay.
I went to that place. The chick calls. We're so sorry to bother you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a pastry. It's right across the street from where you work, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
Now that I think about it, yeah, they had some great stuff.
Okay.
But yeah,
I just like to know that you treat yourself every now and then.
That day I had. I think I mentioned I had cinnamon toast crunch French toast.
Oh.
Wow.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah. Oh, it was
decadent.
Oh, it was like they somehow infused the sugar with more sugar, and they made it crunchy. Oh my God! I spent the rest of the day going. I hadn't had that much sugar in a long time. It was great. Yeah, but I don't you love a great pastry with coffee?
Oh yeah,
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, you're making me hungry. Now, do you bake as well?
Not very well. Every time I bake something, I just call it rustic because it's a little.
It looks a little rustic.
Looks a little rustic, yeah.
I see.
But I found out if you call something rustic, people don't ask a lot of questions.
Now, Christy, do we have time for one more piece here? Maybe we don't. Just give me the teaser. What do we got over there?
We have the Mackinac Bridge in the news. We have a zebra on the run in Tennessee. We have fruit flies on cocaine. We have
Buzz.
Buzz, 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 buzz. Oh, a little bit of Haywood for you, ladies and gentlemen.
And of course, we have our Star Wars CIA connection.
Wait till you hear this. This is really something. That is quite the story. The serious business of the CIA getting mixed up with the fantasy world of Star Wars for real.
Turns out the rebellion was responsible for introducing crack to the inner cities.
Yes, it is almost that elaborate. Right now, I want to remind you about the best gift for this is so obvious for Father's Day. Are you kidding me? Raycon earbuds, the perfect summer accessory for dads out there. Parentheses, he said, for moms too. Raycon, their latest model, better than ever. 32-hour battery life. Are you kidding me? How about this? They've also got something called multi-point connectivity, so you can pair two devices at once. You can go on a nice walk with your doggies and be listening to, say, this show or perhaps some great music, whatever you're into. We don't care. At Raycon, they are happy to have you listen to whatever you want to listen to. You can even listen to morons talking on the radio. Wait a minute, I already said that. Raycon earbuds, available in a variety of colors. It's the sound that matters, though, and they've got great sound. They cost half as much as those little white ones that stick out of your ears and fall in the parking lot. They've got special gel-tipped somethings. What do they call them, Christy?
Gel tips.
Gel tips. Okay,
Yes.
very good. And they'll stay in your ear. They fit every ear because they have different sized gel tips. Check them out. BuyRaycon.com/Tom. They have an absolute happiness guarantee, so you're going to like them. BuyRaycon.com/Tom. By the way, 15% off Raycon's best-selling earbuds today. That's BuyRaycon.com/Tom. The perfect Father's Day gift. BuyRaycon.com/Tom. Coming up, we're going to hang out with comedian Dyke Michaels, and we're going to find out about how the CIA is connected to Star Wars for real. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Break up with your brewer. Switch to Java House. Amazingly smooth barista quality cold brew in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. Effortlessly easy. Coffee, teas, hydration and energy drinks, hot cocoa and more. Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Tom here, along with comedian Ryan Singer, and we've been talking about Ryan's car, which has got, I believe, 298,000 miles on it. And this is a beautiful machine. It's obviously taken him all across the country many times. And Ryan would like to sell it, so I'm going to try to help him do that. I've not tried the car yet, but let's give it a quick review.
Let's check it out.
Now, what year is this?
99. The driver's side handle's broken off, so you either can go in through the back seat or
Wait a minute. I think I can get it.
You want me to open it?
Wait a minute. You have to open it from the inside,
Okay,
I think.
so yeah.
But
As long as you have a friend with you most of the time,
no
can
problem.
Just have them open the door for you.
Kind of warm today here. Does this thing have AC?
Yeah, AC works.
Nice.
And
nice.
maybe I'll take that out so it stops beeping unless you want to crank it up. And there's a CB. I don't have it hooked up yet, but
you got a CB? Nice.
There's a CB radio. This you can see.
CB, the original social network.
You can see.
What's your CB handle again?
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter.
So if we're ever in the same 3 to 5 mile radius at the exact same time, maybe we'll chat on channel 19. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this is a test. Monster Hunter testing the CB. I'm getting a lot of action right now. Well, does the CB come with the car?
CB comes with the car. Not a lot of drivers around chatting right now. That's the problem.
Freeway's only about 300 yards that way. I think there'd be quite a lot of action.
Yeah, they're probably it's probably a slow day out there, you know.
Okay.
The radio does work. CD player, as you can see. That was a CD right
nice.
there.
That's nice.
Little Captain Beefheart is in there right now.
Oh, wow, that's sophisticated.
Yeah, and so it's got an auxiliary plug for an iPhone or an Android or something like that.
Did you install this radio? This is aftermarket?
Yeah, I installed the radio and the CB because the factory stopped working. Glove box opens and locks. There's a GPS. Hey, I'll even throw that GPS in there. It's a Garmin.
Nice.
Yeah. So
now, can we get a shot of the actual dashboard to see the mileage?
Oh yeah, let's see what we're at. That's
297, 870 miles.
So by the end of next week after the tour, I'll be over 280, 298.
Wow, so this is about to approach 300,000 miles. Motor sounds great. And this is a 99. 99, this is Camry
LE.
Camry LE.
Four-cylinder.
Four-cylinder, four-door. Okay, well, let's continue the tour, shall we?
Okay.
Once again, we're taking a tour of this beautiful 99 Camry, 298,000 miles on it. Let's head back here. Nice, it's got the electric window thing to keep the ice off the back window.
Gas door. Nope.
Good looking trunk.
Yeah, trunk's got
a lot of trunk space in here.
Yeah. Oh, we don't need.
Oh, here. Oh, Jesus.
We don't need. Trunk's got lots of room. Lots of room. Everything that comes in the trunk comes with the car. That's the deal. It's that's a weird. It's a weird tick on the engine. Yeah, you need to turn that.
That's Ryan Singer's car. Now, if you'd like to make an offer on that, how does this work, Ryan?
They can reach me at my website, ryansingercomedy.com, or email ryansingercomedy@gmail.com. Make me an offer. I'll take the best offer I can get.
And this is for real. This car is for sale, and it comes with everything in it, except probably the chick you had locked in the trunk.
Yeah, or the luggage. The luggage in the trunk.
Frigamall Records, the same people that brought you the all-bass Christmas album, Amazing Bass, are proud to present Jimmy Pardo's first solo project, Nothing But Air Bass.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Pardo. You know, there's nothing cooler in rock and roll than the bass. And these songs are so cool, I don't even need a bass.
Hey, hey, what the matter with the
So just pick up your Air telephone and dial. Beep, 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 beep.
Jimmy Pardo's Nothing But Air Bass. Get yours today.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get...
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy, Pat, Jeff Oskey, Ace Cosby, I'm Josh.
I keep stepping on my... Oh, I'm sorry.
What is that song?
No, I just was making it up. I managed to screw up this interview so many times I figured I'd continue to do so.
Oh, you're good, Tom. Don't worry about it. Hey, I have a quick question about the NBA Finals are coming up. Are the Indiana Pacers named after pace cars from the Indy 500?
Horses.
Horses?
Really?
They used to have pace horses at the Indy 500?
No.
That's interesting. I never heard it quite.
I think it can go either way. But, we have a great... This is Tom speaking, by the way. We have a guest in the studio. He is comedian Dyke Michaels.
Hello.
We've learned a little something about you, but not everything. And so I'm going to continue to ask questions that may get me in trouble. Now we know that you also work at a restaurant as a chef.
Yep.
But you're a full-time stand-up comedian as well. You have an unusual background. You were raised by your grandparents. Now, let's do it this way. What other jobs did you have before being a comedian and before being a chef? Did you have any other interesting?
Yeah, briefly, I was a bouncer at a strip club.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it combined two of my least favorite things: physical altercations and glitter. I was working there. We had these two different girls that dance under the same stage name.
Oh boy,
Privilege. Yeah, so to tell them apart, we called them White Privilege and Black Privilege.
White Privilege, of course, got the better time slots.
It was pretty messed up because I think Black Privilege was actually Puerto Rican. It was a bad club.
Yeah, we knew a guy that worked here that was also a strip club DJ, and
tough gig, a lot of drama, a lot of unnecessary.
Oh, he did it for a long time, but he hated it.
Man,
it's like a soap opera. I always thought there should be a TV show that just takes place in just the daily workings of inside of a strip club.
Sure,
because you'd be amazed at how quickly nudity becomes just like part of your job. You know, someone's just sitting there complaining about work. You know, you kind of forget that they're topless after the first day or two.
Yeah, that's how it is here with Kristen.
Yeah.
Was there a den mother of sorts?
Yeah. They call it a house mom.
A house mom, yes. Yeah, where that's an older, maybe retired stripper a lot of times who sort of just oversees the girls back in the locker room or, dressing room.
Make sure they don't fight or something?
And kind of
They have all this stuff if they need, makeup or lady stuff. My first day on the job working there, I saw a fight in the parking lot between the house mom and a stripper, and they were fighting over loose Xanax.
That's as sad as anything.
That is hilarious.
And the house mom was the stripper's actual mother, too.
Yeah.
It was a bad club.
Yeah, maybe
your string is showing.
Yeah, maybe it's time to get a better gig. Glad you segued into the world of cooking.
My dad was offered a job to be he was a DJ for like dances and weddings and he was offered a strip club job and he was going to take it because the money was okay. But my mom said, "Hey, you have 4 boys. What are you going to tell them you do?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, maybe I shouldn't do this."
And I bet you were really disappointed. Dad,
even 4-year-old
Dad,
me.
Dad, it's take your son to work day, Dad. I want to meet this lady you call Mercedes. And what do you mean Galaxy's a bitch? Okay, sorry. We're hanging out with comedian Dyke Michaels. We also have Christy Lee over there. She is at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What's happening?
A new report out there reveals the CIA operated a Star Wars fan website as part of a covert global communication network. According to 404 Media, independent security researcher Ciro Santilli identified...
Sorry.
Agent.
It's his name, Ciro Santilli, identified StarWarsWeb.net as a CIA-run site established around 2010.
What are they looking for in that nerd?
The platform believed to have been used to discreetly exchange messages, Josh, with intelligence operatives worldwide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you got searching for people. They were.
Yeah.
You got a guy that's working undercover in China.
Yeah.
And he can go on this thing and he knows. Wow.
Yeah. Santilli's investigation also uncovered several other websites likely tied to the agency, including pages focused on extreme sports, Brazilian music, and even a comedian fan site.
Ooh.
Doesn't name the comedian. Is it all comedians? Suggesting a broader strategy of using seemingly innocuous websites for secure communication.
Interesting.
So wow. That's so interesting that, people are now going to think that Star Wars is actually on the dark side because they're doing covert operations with I don't like it when they give away their secrets.
Right. I'm the same.
I always say, like when USA Today would go, tomorrow we're going to be invading. Hey.
Yeah. What are you guys nuts?
They get USA Today over there. Shut up. I like it when the secret agencies stay secret. I don't need to know.
I'm very pro covert operation.
Yeah.
I think there should be more of it. I don't know how some of these people are still living across the world. We can't get somebody to tap Putin with an umbrella. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All of a sudden he's dead.
But you wonder what, now any site could be a CIA. Like, I wonder if that one site I look at, only Wookiees. I wonder if that's a CIA site.
Wouldn't a good place for the CIA to hide online be CIA.com? No one's going to assume. Yeah.
But see, this is suggesting that the Siths killed JFK.
It was uncovered because the guy's screen name was Agent 00 Jar Jar or something like that.
Uh-oh. That's Tom's favorite character.
Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, there's poor Jar Jar got drummed out of the movies because of political correctness.
No, we've tried to explain this.
No, you're
right. You
right.
have to listen to this. There was some political correctness people who were upset, but it was mostly because he was annoying and unfunny. That's why they faded him out.
Oh, I thought he was really funny.
We have a self-proclaimed nerd here, Dyke Michaels.
You're the only one, Tom.
Really?
I will say this: it was a
Dyke.
It was a bummer because the young actor who played Jar Jar was a young black dude, and they got this part, and they were gassing him up, and they were like, "You are going to be the next Chewbacca. You are going to be beloved for generations to come. You are part of this pantheon of Star Wars." And then he became the most hated character.
That's so sad.
Wasn't he a member of Bring Into Noise, Bring Into Funk or something?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Who, Jar Jar or the actor?
Yeah, the actor who played.
Oh, okay.
Jar Jar.
Yeah, he brought.
I bring into funk.
Nisa, bring into noise.
You heard of my favorite song, Funky Nassau. I do love that song, by the way.
What, Funky Nassau?
Oh, that's such a great song.
I have no idea what you're talking
Nassau
about.
is funky.
Nassau's gone funky. Nassau's got soul. No?
Is it old
Who
or
does
new?
that?
It's with you, it's either brand new or way old.
Yes, it's old. It's very old.
Oh, okay.
And who does it?
Pat, you remember who does Funky Nassau?
No.
Isn't it like the beginning of the end or something? I forget. Here we go. This is a little bit of Funky Nassau.
Is it reggae?
Big horns, everything I love. What is this, like a samba? Nassau's got soul. Is it called the beginning of the end?
Beginning of the end, that's right.
It is? Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's from 1971.
Isn't this great?
It's all right.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's not.
No, it's not all right.
No, it is all right.
It's earth-changing great.
I'm sure for you at a young 1971 age, it was
it meant
probably,
something to you. Yeah.
No, it's eternal.
Okay.
Its greatness lives forever. I just love that. Funky Nassau. There's a thing where he keeps repeating Funky Nassau.
Oh, yeah, I love that when they don't know what else to write. They
Yeah,
just repeat.
I just throw something on there.
Not the best lyrics since Papa Ooh Mau Mau. I love nonsense lyrics. If you're just joining us, hello. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for joining us. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios hanging out with comedian Dyke Michaels, former strip club bouncer, professional chef, and comedian. What else do we need to know about you? Anything else of interest?
That sounds insane. I listed all in a row like that.
You know what I haven't asked you about, since this is I'm on thin ice here. I have no notes here. Do you have any adult personal relationships of any particular sphere?
Oh, like a wife or girlfriend? Or
Wife, I love.
He asks it like he's an alien learning.
No, I mean, I don't. You
gay.
I'm trying to leave the door open.
Covered all bases.
Whatever.
Boyfriend, girlfriend, they, them, friend.
Yes. Anything going on in that sphere?
No, I'm familiar with the concept. I remember.
Yeah.
It's been I've been single. I feel like part of being a comedian is either you're single or your wife runs your business for you. You know.
Have you ever been married?
I have not. No.
You were engaged though.
I was pre-engaged.
Okay.
Yeah, I was engaged enough to change my name, but
You're right.
not to buy a ring.
Are you still on speaking terms with the aforementioned fiance?
On most of them, yeah. Most.
Oh, there's more than one?
I mean, most of the exes, I feel like I'm in pretty good terms.
Oh, wow.
with. Yeah.
How many exes you got?
There's a lot. There's a decent amount.
Did you ever occasionally hook up with any of them?
Like go back to the well?
Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you what, around like COVID times, like I hit up a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like once you could start going out in public, I revisited some of the old hits.
Did you get now, once again, you mentioned you were raised by your grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get the sex talk from your grandmother?
I got the sex talk from my mom, and she tried to be so scientific as a family full of scientists, and she was very uncomfortable. And she said, let me see if I can. She said when you become a man and you become excited, your penis will become engorged.
So it's very, very straightforward, sciencey.
And the very first thing I thought about was like an Indians game, bases loaded, someone hits a grand slam, and every man stands up to cheer, and they're excited, and they just start going. And I started to cry, and I was like, I never want to be a man. That sounds terrible.
So that kind of excitement.
Yeah. I can see why you're really into Star Wars.
Do you do the dating apps?
I don't like the dating apps much because I feel like you can always tell what messed up someone's last relationship from their current bio. You know, it's always something like, Cat 32, I'm not going to be investing in no cryptocurrency.
Like, what happened?
Yeah. And Cat lost a lot of money on that Haktua coin.
Now, I do know one thing about you, and that is that you were recommended by Mr. Jeff Oskey to come on the show.
Yeah.
So you guys, how do you know each other?
He was one of the very first real comedians that I worked with. I was doing a show. It was my first big show, being an open micer, and I was kind of bragging to all my friends, and they were like, who else is on? And I said, Jeff Oskey. And they were like, he's a real comedian. And they said it very concerned. And they were like, you're opening up for him, right? They didn't somehow put you up. And I was like, yeah, I assume so. And then I get to the show, and I meet Jeff, and I'm like, hey, I'm a brand new comedian, and I'm going to be opening up for you. And he was like, actually, I can't do that, man. I got another show I got to get to, so I'm going to just go up first and then leave. And that in the business is called burying like a new comedian. And so I think he could tell how distraught I was, and I went into a full-blown panic attack. And then he took 5 minutes to tell me that I was going to do fine. And
you did do fine. And I went up and bombed for 20 minutes just so you would look better. My gift to you, sir.
The old Toledo method.
I went so Toledo. It was horrible.
Wow. Well, thanks very much. It's been fun hanging out with you. Now, we have what coming up, Christy Lee, in the realm of the world of news? We didn't get to our Mackinac Bridge story, did we?
We can do that right now. We have time. Michigan police nabbed a possum that was trying to cross the Mackinac Bridge. The Mackinac Bridge Authority said a passing motorist spotted the marsupial walking across the landmark bridge. Animal was captured, escorted off in a cage before being released on the Mackinac City side of the structure.
Well, was he headed that way?
I don't know.
Because what if he wasn't? He's just going to cross the bridge again.
And lost his family. They're on the other side.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, my possum buddies are all in St. Ignace.
Yeah.
Do you know what the Mackinac Bridge is, Dyke?
No.
It connects the Upper Peninsula of Michigan to the Lower Peninsula of Michigan.
Okay.
It looks like the Golden Gate. It's that type of beautiful suspension bridge, and famous.
Terrifying.
Yeah, it's famous for having a car blown off of it.
Scary.
Oh.
What is it, a Yugo? So you know.
Well,
It's a very important landmark to Tom.
yes.
It's gorgeous.
Last time I was up there, I think I was like 8 years old, so
Yeah.
probably saw it.
Yeah, but it's a beautiful. Now, one thing about that story that got me, I changed it around because it said an opossum.
Well,
But
that would be correct grammatically.
No, it wouldn't, because you pronounce it possum.
Yeah, but it's still spelled with an O.
Exactly. You still have to go.
Yeah,
that
you
route.
still have to say an opossum.
You don't say, oh, there was an possum.
Well, you would say there's a possum.
So both the N and the O are silent?
No, the O's not silent in opossum.
You're supposed to say opossum?
Yes, you can say possum or you can say opossum.
Yeah.
Really? It's an opossum.
An opossum.
So you could say Mackinac or Mackinac. So this whole story is about silent letters. And by the way, I've always pronounced it the Mackinac Bridge and Mackinac Island.
Okay.
And Mackinac Island is famous from what film, anyone?
Somewhere in time.
Somewhere in Time, they filmed it there.
Right?
Yes.
But the last time we got talking about this, I got a very lengthy letter from someone about how you're supposed to pronounce it.
Oh, is it supposed to be?
I give up. I don't know.
Mackinac?
I think it's pronounced Fudge Land. they're famous for their fudge, you see.
So famous that we all clearly knew what you were talking about.
We all went a different way in our heads.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I say fudge, and you don't light up.
Whoa.
Oh, he said fudge. How about if I said fudge?
Things aren't working, go with an easy fetch.
Dubai chocolate and then Mackinac fudge.
Yeah, who doesn't
just
know that?
as popular.
Fudge pizza. Nothing. Okay,
Fudge pizza.
Again,
So confused.
when you're not getting laughs, easy attack.
So why did they pick it up? Did they not allow possums on Mackinac
I wanted
Island?
to get run over.
They don't want somebody to swerve to avoid the thing
Right.
and drive off the bridge.
There was a baby possum right here on one of these
There
side streets.
was.
No. I almost got out of the car.
There's a juicy one right now about 100 yards from our driveway.
Don't tell me that.
Hey, flies got to eat something.
No.
Flies got to lay eggs somewhere.
I really had to, I stopped the car. Do I get out? I didn't have my leather gloves with me. I'm like, do I move it? What do I do?
You
finally
leave
moved
it.
out.
Yeah,
You
you did
lunatic.
the right thing.
I did what?
You leave it every time.
Right. The answer every time is leave that animal
No,
alone.
if it's a
Let
baby.
nature.
Maybe if it's a turtle.
No.
What do you mean no?
It did move out of the way eventually, but it wasn't there when I went back to work the next day, so I guess it got away. But
Well, Tom's right.
Or it's in a Goodyear tire right now.
yeah,
between.
don't tell me that.
It's in the trash.
Tell me that.
It's spin cycling.
If you need a guy to relocate a raccoon, I've got a guy.
Oh, I've got a guy. I just paid him.
And he doesn't just put him in the cage and throw him in the river.
Old Rifle Joe.
No, he really goes. I'm sorry. Right now, I want to remind you the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by our friends at the Silac Insurance Company. Maybe retirement's down the road a ways, and you're wondering, hey, I'm not going to get a paycheck when I quit working. Well, that's interesting to know. And perhaps it's time to get yourself all figured out for the future so you can sleep for the next night or two, knowing that down the road you're going to be okay because you're going to have a paycheck coming your way. That's what an annuity is all about. Who are the annuities experts, of course? It's the folks at the Silac Insurance Company. And by the way, you've been probably hearing about the stock market, and if you don't care about it, well, guess what? You probably have a lot of money in your retirement fund invested in the stock market. Maybe not. What's the point? The point is an annuity is designed to counter what they call the volatility of the market. So you can count on that money coming your way no matter what's happening on Wall Street, et cetera, et cetera. And by the way, with an annuity from the Silac Insurance Company, you cannot outlive your money. So find out what I'm talking about. Find out what a Silac annuity can do for you. Some restrictions apply. Learn more at silacins.com. Oh, there's another easy way to find out about annuities. Just for some information, pick up your phone and call pound 250. So you just hit that little hashtag thing, pound 250, and say the keywords lifetime income. That's pound 250 and say out loud lifetime income just for some information. Or go to silacins.com, and that's SILAC, silacins.com. And you can just go to the Bob and Tom website also. We'll link you up there. An annuity from the Silac Insurance Company. Give yourself some peace of mind for now and for the future. Silac, plan on it, live on it. Thank you very much. Coming up, we have more exciting news. We're going to hang out with our comedian guest, Dyke Michaels. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
We're talking with comedians Mark Klein and Nick Griffin. Nick, anything new in your life?
Well, no. I mean, I'm just out there, trying to make it work. I think you got to try to enjoy yourself. Obviously, I'm a positive guy, very optimistic.
I've noticed that. That's what I like about you.
Yes, I feel
Is this your New Year's resolution?
Yeah, I feel like
2010's your year.
No, I need to be more realistic, and I feel like you got to enjoy yourself in the moment because in an hour, a day, a week, it's all going to suck again. Because that's life, right? Good, sucky, 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 sucky.
You say that in Japan, and you're going to have a great time.
It's true. It's just hard adjusting to the sucky part of life because when you first get to Earth, everything's sweet. When you're a baby, Everyone's kissing your ass, hugging you, feeding you, and then boom, acne, erections, calculus.
King Shark. King Charles was a young prince. He never thought he'd be king. Finally ruling England at the age of 73. King Shark. The Queen was his mama. Lucky Chuck. She used the Oxford comma. Born in the royal palace, hands never callous. King Chuck. Now that his mama's gone, I hope he doesn't fail. What exactly did he do as the fancy Prince of Wales? King Chuck. His teeth and ears look big and funny. Bucky Chuck. Will they fit on stamps and money? Born in the royal palace, hands never callous. King Chuck. Chuck, Chuck. The Queen, she had her corgis. Chuck, Chuck. Prince Andrew had his orgies. Chuck, Chuck. He's wild, that brother Andy. King Chuck, Chuck. On Epstein Island, dude got randy. Prince Harry moved from good out to Hollywood. King Chuck. Chuck, Chuck. Charles loves the polo ponies. King Chuck, Chuck. And dressing up for ceremonies. King Chuck, Chuck. He wears a kilt, please don't stare. King Chuck, Chuck. He's not wearing underwear. Finally gets to rule, cause he's got the family jewel. King Chuck. He married Diana, they had a castle and a villa. King but all the time he dreamed about the homely one, Camilla. King Chuck. Couldn't wait to get his hands on Horny Chuck. Said he'd like to be her tampon. Born in the royal palace, has the royal phallus. He's so old it won't be long, we'll have to write another song. King Will.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just getting old. I'm not doing this gracefully. I hate technology. I hate any kind of change. Have you seen this commercial for a car where they say the car can actually anticipate when you're going to have a wreck? The car can predict when you're going to... I guess they got some kind of computer on board.
Right.
I thought, you know, if that was really true, as soon as I hand the keys to my son, the damn airbags would go off. You know what I mean? But it's not all this technology. Like I'm sure you guys probably have this. I just don't understand if this like MySpace and Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Twitter.
I just don't. I don't understand the concept. Can you imagine being in a mall and going up to a complete stranger and going, "Psst, could I be your friend?" Denied. To be denied bail. That should be denied. And young people out there, I'm not saying I'm right. I know this is old man cranky talk. I really do. But I just don't understand. I see all these young college kids getting tattoos with like Chinese characters on their arm.
Yeah.
You think there's college kids in China getting "Get her done" tattooed on their arms? I find that unlikely, don't you?
That's very possible.
Now, this you don't have to be old or cranky for this to make you mad, but this is making me nuts. Have you noticed how lately when you call these tech support things, in my case, I was calling my credit card, but one of these 1-800 things, we know this has been outsourced for a while, but sure. Remember in the beginning how they try to pretend like they're American?
Oh,
remember that? They'd say, "Oh, my name is Sean." You go, "Yeah, how's the weather in Calcutta today, Sean?" But now they don't even care. Have you noticed noticed that. I'm serious. I called the other day, and the guy just told me his an Indian name, and when they put me on hold, they're playing Ravi Shankar. They didn't bother to hide it at all, and I was getting so frustrated because I wasn't getting anything done. I kept saying, "Excuse me, I'm sorry. What was that? Please, excuse me. Could repeat that." And here's what I want you guys to do. It was a lot of fun for me. Maybe we'll start a movement. I started mumbling on purpose like Boomhauer from King of the Hill or Gabby Hayes. I started going, "Yeah, they damn well some make up a thing in there, put someone down on him." He goes, "Excuse me, what?" I said, "Yeah, how do you like it up, Boom? Huh? Try that on for size."
Hello there, it's Ed from Ed Septic and Sewage. I'm here at this poor SOB's house. He got quoted $20,000 for a new system. I'm doing that same system for him, $500. I know what you're thinking. Ed, how can you do it so cheap? Well, first of all, this machine, stolen. That saves me a ton of money. Secondly, I'm not licensed or bonded. That saves me tens of thousands of dollars a year. So if you need a cheap septic, call me, Ed Septic. When things get hectic, call Ed Septic at the number below. From Ed Septic.
Maybe on for you coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy Lee, Pat Godwin, Jeff Oskes here, Ace Cosby. I'm Josh Arnold. And Tom, we're joined by a new comedian friend.
Looking for love. It's a new feature on the show.
Oh,
Bob and Tom dating site.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Bring in comedians and ruin someone else's life. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. We have a comedian, Dyke Michaels, hanging out with us.
Hey.
He's also a chef. Does two things. And we're not sure if he does both of them well or just one. We'll find out. Right now, we have Christy Lee over there at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Christy, what have you got?
A pet zebra caused chaos on a Tennessee highway over the weekend and is still on the run. The zebra got out Saturday afternoon in Murfreesboro, just southeast of Nashville, bolted onto Interstate 24 near Joe B. Jackson Parkway, weaving through traffic, dodging cars. Rutherford County deputies briefly shut down the interstate as the zebra ran across both sides of the highway and later disappeared into the nearby woods. As of yesterday, the animal was still missing. A patrol deputy spotted it again Sunday, snapped a photo. The zebra had just been purchased on Friday night and escaped the next day. Tennessee law, by the way, does allow zebras, along with llamas, camels, and giraffes, to be kept as pets without a special permit.
So these idiots had it for less than a day?
Yeah.
Well, that zebra's got a better ass than my wife, and it don't talk back.
Oh, my
I
God.
told you, we buy the fence first. Zebra second.
Yeah.
I stand in solidarity with the zebra because I'm half black, half white, and I've fled the authorities before on foot.
Really?
You understand its plight?
Yes. Yeah, those cars are black and whites for a reason. Oh, this is interesting.
Pat has a song about zebras, I believe.
Oh, good. Go ahead, Pat. I'm just reading this article about why zebras have stripes. This is fascinating.
Zebras also they don't like to be confined.
No,
remember the one that escaped from the San Francisco Zoo, and was just like wandering around town for weeks before they were able to catch it. Little story about that. Here we go. Oh, well, I'm the type of zebra who'll never settle down. I broke out of the zoo and I roam around the town. I like to eat some bark. An apple if it's ripe. It's hard to blend in a park. You know, Tom, on account of the stripes, they call me the wanderer, the zebra wanderer. My stripes go up and down and up and down. Hey, I'm Marty from Madagascar. The movie didn't get it right. Zebras aren't from there. Try to pet me, I will bite. Don't put a saddle on my back. I'll make you cry, kick you in the face, give you a 3-week black eye. Here comes my handlers with tranquilizers. My stripes go up and down. No.
So if you're driving in Tennessee and you see a zebra, you might want to call 911.
That's Reno Collier country.
Yeah, it is. Murfreesboro.
Yeah, that's right. There's a zebra on the loose.
Wouldn't it be great if it was in Reno?
Do you know why zebras have stripes?
Why?
Flies.
No, this isn't a joke. I just Googled this. Apparently confounded evolutionary biologists for years, but now a team believes that they have systematically solved the puzzle According to the journal Nature Communications, the zebra's stripes ward off horseflies and tsetse flies.
Wow, you were right on it.
They also think it's confusing to predators, so when they're in a big pack, they can't tell which one's the lame one to go after because they get confused with the stripes as well.
I call it blend together.
Yeah.
Also, do you know that you can take one of those barcode things and wipe it on a zebra? It'll tell you how much it costs.
Oh, sure. Nice.
Yeah, I read that. I don't know if that's true.
Well, Pat mentioned it. How come we aren't riding zebras? Put a saddle on.
Apparently, I remember that. Yeah, reading that it can be done, but it's extremely difficult.
Hard to break.
You know that song, Wild Zebras Can't Be Broken?
I forgot about that hit.
Speaking of flies, Dr. Adrian Rothenfluth says flies respond to cocaine much like humans, sharing about 75% of addiction-related genes.
Wait a minute. So some guy was able to con some institute to give him money to buy cocaine for fruit flies.
Yep.
I have a fly that's hooked on cocaine in my kitchen. He just keeps talking about wanting to open a restaurant. Shut up about it.
Cocaine activates bitter taste receptors in flies, which normally deters them.
How do they know that?
So when those receptors are silenced, Tom, the flies begin preferring cocaine-laced sugar water. Researchers say the study offers insight into the biology of addiction. I'm sure you want more information on this, and if you do, you can find it in the Journal of Neuroscience.
Do they need to go to flies to study addiction? Look around. It just seems weird.
I'm sure they're just trying to find I don't know.
Do they
flies on cocaine?
What do they give them to bring them back to Earth? A little bit of reefer.
Oh, wears off after time.
All right, blow some. Don't bogart that thing. Blow some smoke into the fruit flies, Dennis. Okay, good luck with it. By the way, now, do you guys remember? I'm just been in my zebra hunk over here.
Okay.
Do you guys remember what a Z-donk is?
It's a zebra and a donkey.
But there's a distinction.
What do you mean there's a distinction?
The donkey is the dad.
Is that it?
Yeah, I forget which is which. I'm trying to remember.
Oh my God.
That's why I asked you if you. No, I asked you if you remembered.
You asked us under the guise of you already having the answer.
I know the answer.
I hate you. No, you don't.
It's a hybrid of a donkey and a Z-donk. Donkey is the dad. You're right, Jeff. The zebra is the mom. A zonkey has a zebra father and a donkey mother. A badonka donkey has a huge ass.
Totally worth it.
I have no idea. We are once again wearing all stripes in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.